a little white, but it's fine. You voted Sandshrew? Sandshrew in this economy? I love how Meowth never gets like any votes. Like every single stream. It's really funny. Boys, are we ready for the opener? Oh, I guess it is about that time. I'll let the song end, then we're gonna play the opener, then we're gonna get right into it. Chicken Joe, if I could, I would, and I'll explain why I can afterward. After the opener, that is.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. This world is inhabited by mysterious creatures known as Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battle. Among all Pokemon exists something exceedingly rare, one whose colors differ from all others, a shiny Pokemon. In this challenge, our hero will take a path few are willing to walk. Every battle, every badge, and every step forward must be earned. Progress will come through perseverance alone. Are you ready? Our journey through this world of shiny Pokemon is about to begin. Welcome to Shiny Only Origins. 奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の心に未来のため Going back 白夜の夕日はもうないのさボルテージは焼きついただけ正面から行けば No やばいし打たれて立ち上がり君を 変われやめそうやったな奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の魂に試練さえ力を見せて栄光の光燃え盛れよ過去の悲しみ今の陸橋へバンバン
So long, Celadon. Search for the 6 tails.
Yeah, I should probably update that one, shouldn't I? How we doing, boys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're gonna get right into it. We have shinies to find. We have an average shiny rate of 5,100. Yeah, we gotta cook, boys. Yeah, boys, we gotta lock in. We gotta cook. Did I add Pidgey 2 to the exclamation point shiny command? Give me 1 second. I'll also run the giveaway for whenever we do. Excuse me. For whenever we do get a shiny, you guys get to name it. And all you have to do is be active in chat. Subs get 2 times luck. Members get 3 times luck. I did add Pidgey 2. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Good to know. All right, boys, let's lock in. And by that, I mean, let me fuck up my first encounter. Let's do it, boys. If you want people to come in, offer snacks, that's actually so valid. I would come into a live stream if I was offered snacks. I would go into a stranger's van if I was offered snacks, wouldn't you, chat? Forget safety, there's snacks involved. The moment that there's food involved, any issues or hesitations that I have go out the window. I fucking love food. I love food and love snacks. No, that would be super sick. How we doing today, gamers? Hope you are having a good Friday. Hope you're going, not Good Friday, but hope you're having a good Friday. Hope that you have a good weekend. I will not be streaming tomorrow. However, in case you guys haven't noticed, I've been posting a lot. Tomorrow I need to finish cleaning up the office. By the way, the office has changed. The office is just about ready for TCG stream next week, which is gonna be so fucking fun. We're going to open a UPC of 151, an ETB of Shrouded Fable from the Pokemon Center, and an ETB of Phantasmal Flames. It's gonna be a goodie. It's gonna be a goodie. How you doing today, Hollow Phantom? Like literally, hold on, I'll show you what I dug out for this stream. It's actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, this was the, hold on. I dug out this bad boy. This is my camera from when I did photography stuff, but this was also the first camera to ever record content I ever did. And that was when I was living in the Pacific Northwest, and I was going to do Yu-Gi-Oh card openings. That was going to be my first content. Never happened. I think I posted it, like one of them. Those videos are gone. They are dead to the world. They do not exist anymore. No Walking with Dinos live stream? What do you mean Walking with Dino? Oh, I might, Tori. If I'm ever able to do that, I would love to do that. Hi, Allie, how you doing today? If I'm ever able to get out to that museum, I would fucking love to do that. Doing well, how about you? I mean, my shiny luck is kind of on point. It's never been better. So you tell me, boys, you tell me. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. It could stand to be a little bit colder in here, but beyond that, I moved like my entire office around last night to fit in a whole nother table back. Like, there's a whole nother table there now. Like, let me, just a little bit. There's a whole nother table back there now. Why is that? Hello? Why are you crooked? Hello? Did you guys also notice that? Why was it so crooked? Hold on, hold on. Is my house just on a slant? Is that it? What's up, Arashi? Is my house just on a slant? I'm gonna call it, you're gonna get another shiny Pidgey. Please, no. Like, I would be upset at Pidgey 3. I'd be angry at Pidgey 4. I would be so mad at Pidgey 4. But it's okay, we're not gonna get there. But we're never gonna see that. So we're fine. Heading to the gym sounds good, Bubba King. Sounds good, my man. Enjoy, get fucking shredded. Cause I know I'm fucking not. Bird Burden. I think I need to update the title card. Depending on what we find today, I think I need to update the title card for next stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an updated title card. It's probably gonna be like deal with the birds. Cause I'm not gonna lie, if I get another bird, I might lose it. If I get another bird, I might go do like Eevee resets. I want a fire type. Like I have a normal type that has a fire type move. 3 Vulpixes is really nice. But like hey, if I gotta go for Eevee, I gotta go for Eevee. Oh no, that's so terrible. I have to go for a Mon that I really, really want. Because I've never gotten a shiny Eevee in Gen 3. Or Gen 2, or Gen 4, or 5, or 6, or 7. And I got one in 8, and I got one in 9. Got good advice from people at the gym to not be a Chad. To be a Chad, not a Chud. Yeah, don't be a fat fucking Chud like me. Let's try to get Vulpix today. Hey, I'm certainly trying. Now, whether I'm going to find it or not, or if I'm gonna find everything else before Vulpix. Like boys, I'm not lying. We might make another rotation back to the game corner. Certainly not because I like to gamble, but just because we need the Porygon. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, boils down to, we do need the Porygon. The Porygon's in the fucking opener. We can't not have the Porygon. Be a Chad, not a Chud. Boys, get to the gym. I'll never take my own advice because I'm terrible at doing that. But get to the gym. Why do I look so fucking short right now? I hate this. I hate this. Like I said, I moved my setup around so everything's a little bit weird. I don't like how short I look. Is this? Yes, yes, yes. It could even stand to go down. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. What shiny did we get? I noticed the number reset. We got a second Pidgey. We got a second Pidgey. Something that I am so excited about. Let me tell you what, that's 5 Meowths on my screen, which is relatively rare. Even though I think it's the other, because these are what? I think 2 30% and 2 20%, and I think the 20% are Sandshrew and Vulpix. Or maybe it's Meowth and Vulpix. Short King, fuck you. It's all camera angles, chat. I'm actually shorter than Charlie. I am indeed shorter than Moist Critical. I am actually 4'5", in case you didn't know. But if I'm 4'5", and I stood next to Goosey, and he's the same height as me, that means Goosey's also 4'5". I'm gonna head out. Got a nap for my night shift tonight. Sounds good, Arashi. Also, Cicada, how you doing today? Chuds are easier to cuddle. I mean, yes, but also still taller than Farquaad. I mean, I guess that's all I can really ask for as a short king, is to be taller than Farquaad. Because he's quite literally a short king. I guess that's all I can ask for. So I'm glad I'm succeeding in that aspect. But yeah, no, getting as many Moondrop. That's a name I haven't seen in a sec. How are you doing today? I feel like I'm getting a shiny today. And I have a feeling that I'm not gonna like whatever it is, i.e., I'm having a feeling it's not gonna be Vulpix. Also, why is Vulpix's nose behind? Like, why is Vulpix sniffing Pidgey's ass? Like right below me. Why is Vulpix sniffing Pidgey's asshole? Let me fix that real quick. What is going on with that? Yeah, that's better. Anyway, don't know why Vulpix was Vulpix was like up in there, dog. That Vulpix was up in there. I'm not even capping. See, Hollow Phantom, I don't need to know your age. Age is one of the banned terms in chat, so please don't put your age in chat. Even if you're giving me an age range, please don't put that in chat, because I genuinely don't want to know. Tired? I also got good news. What's the good news? What's the good news? Good news, everybody. Good news, everybody. What do you call a funny Pokemon joke? Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing that's a good Pokemon joke and not just low punny? All right. You got me there, chatter. You got me there. That was actually that was kind of a good one, and I laughed at it the moment I went off screen. Yes, Cicada, even if you're not a minor. I don't care to know anybody's age. Truly. But bored as fuck. How you doing? I hope that I make you not bored as fuck. Dan Sanchez, how you doing today? Welcome on in. Are you a Dan, or are you one of those snobs that prefers to be called Daniel? Let me know. Chat, how was your week? How's your Friday? Also, let me need to move this a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's like right there. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Daniel, I fucking knew you'd be a Daniel. I knew you'd be a Daniel. Nobody calls their, like, has their username as Daniel that doesn't want to be called Daniel. Zachary, how you doing today? Now, Zachary, same question goes to you. Are you a Zach or are you a Zachary? I saw the community post. Well, which one? Which one, Fen? There were two. There's one yesterday saying that I hit 500,000 views, 500,000 on YouTube, which is crazy. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry if I did that moon drop. I just realized I'm not on live chat. I also just realized I'm not recording. There we go. Fixed now. What do you mean by that? Like, eyebrow goes up, rock head tilt, vine boom? Is that what we're going for? But now, Zachary, I have to know. Good, just chilling. I go by Zach or Zachary. Okay, see, Zachs are so much more chill than Daniels. Zacharys are so much more chill than Daniels. And yes, I do have experience with that. I'm just kidding though, Daniel. How you doing today? Welcome on in, buddy. Welcome on in, buddy. Zachary, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, gamer. Appreciate you. Don't know why I just knocked every single one of them out except for one, but okay. I mean, we chill, we vibe, we rock with it. We get stupid with it. My real name will forever be a mystery, and that's fine. I don't need to know your names. The only reason I'm saying that is because that's their usernames. Can I spam in your chat? Brother, read the room, you tell me. Read the room and you tell me. Is this red or green? It's neither. YouTuber. What a username. How you doing today? It is not fire red, nor is it leaf green. It is a custom ROM hack that is unnamed, made by yours truly, that I will release at the end of this playthrough. I will release it to the masses. Release it to the people. Yeah, so a couple things have changed. If you guys are new here, go check out some of my more recent shorts. You can kind of see what has changed. The biggest thing being some of the gym fights. In Mount Moon, the super nerd at the end that takes the fossil is actually Petrol from Heart Gold Soul Silver. There's a lot of miscellaneous tweaks. It's pretty vanilla, although it is a massive difficulty hack. Where I'm at in the game right now, it starts to get challenging. The end of the game. So like I said, I made this. I had people play test this. I reached out to some of my friends. Vanilla as in the encounters haven't changed. Most of the trainers haven't changed. Like a lot of it's still the same, except for some of the gyms, the gym leader levels, the Elite Four, most of Team Rocket. I've been told by my playtesters that when they get to like Victory Road and the Elite Four, they're like, I hate you. Like, why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself, let alone other people? It does get a decent bit harder. Bro did zoom in on his face. I mean, yeah, why would I not? It's part of my humor, my man. Currently on a Michael Jackson fixation right now. What's your favorite MJ song? That's a good question. What is my favorite MJ song? Probably, like, I'm basic. I like Thriller. Michael David Morales. I actually only speak English. I can get a little bit of Spanish, but I'm okay. Man in the Mirror. Oh, Man in the Mirror is such a good one. Man in the Mirror is such a good one. It's also a fantastic stand. I'm sorry. I can't. My autism for anime is borderline unrivaled. Un poquito español. Un poquito. Like, barely anything that I remember from high school and college. What's up, Fel? I'm voting Vulpix. I can't possibly be wrong 3 times in a row. Surely not. Absolutely you can't. Absolutely you can't. Like, you surely must always be locked in. That's stupid. Sorry, I was looking at something off screen. That's so dumb. To whoever just sent me that, that's so dumb. I'm a Man in the Mirror, an Earth Song person. Ooh, true. W choices. Do you feel like you have that dog in me? Brother, I got 2 dogs in me. And one of them is viciously autistic, and the other one is violently bisexual. So yes, I do have that dog in me. B-Rod, how you doing today? Welcome on in. We getting Shiny Star? You Star Me this playthrough? It's a possibility. It will definitely be one of the ones for Dex at the end of the game when we do the rest of the Sevi Isles. I said, fuck it, I'm watching you while I do my cardio. Good. As long as you're doing cardio, that's what matters, man. I have a morbidly obese pigeon in me. What do you mean by that? Could you elaborate on that a bit more? Actually, I don't know if I want you to elaborate on that a bit more. But Biggie, my man, I'll give you a little sneak peek. Now, chat, I need you to not judge me. I need you to not judge me for how dirty my room is right now. And I'm saying that because I put all of my TCG stuff on one desk. Gonna give you a sneak preview. But I have like a whole ass new table over here for TCG stuff. And I'm very, very excited. Like, there's a whole new table. There's going to be a whole new webcam. And by webcam, I mean, there's going to be a brand new camera. And by brand new, I mean the one that I dug out that I've had for like 10 years and just haven't been using because I'm a fucking moron. Shush! Shush! I ordered you a treadmill off eBay? No. Well, here's the main reason why I say no. I don't have room for a treadmill in this house. Like, chat, I need you to understand, my apartment is 800 square feet. I don't have the room for a treadmill, even like one of the standing ones that don't have like the handlebars. I don't have room for that shit. Oh wait, you mean that Pokemon City in the background isn't real? The fridge isn't real. The fridge has never been there. Yikes, so tiny. It is kind of rough. It is kind of rough in some regards. However, it's cheap. It's cheap. Yeah, the fridge is made out of paper. The fridge has never been real. God, what a fantastic clip that is. What a beautifully fantastic clip that is. Dono Gold, Guard gets 2-story house. You want to know the funny thing? I have a 3-story house. I have a basement, a first floor and a second floor, and a garage, and a washer dryer, and a dishwasher. This apartment is sick. It's just so small. This apartment is beyond sick. It's just super small. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I tend to collect a decent amount of things. So I don't have room for half this shit. But yeah, no, it's like this apartment is great. You have it all, and you can see it all standing in one spot. I know, it's so terrible. No, I love where I live because the rent is cheap, especially for the area that I live in. This is a 2-income household, so we're doing good. We're paying down debt, which awesome. Oh no, my viewership dropped off. That means I'm talking about too mature subjects for the fucking 15-year-olds in chat. Yeah, sorry, God forbid I talk about paying off credit card debt. My bad, Jesus. No, but yeah, the apartment overall is very sick. It saved me a lot of money. And all things considered, I don't have a neighbor to my right. I no longer have a neighbor to my left. Goodbye, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. I have no neighbor to my left right now because my neighbor passed in February and nobody's been living there. The house on the other side of this is up for sale and they've moved out. So I could literally scream as loud as I want and would not get a noise complaint. That is the benefit of living here right now, especially being me. Just out of curiosity, can you shiny hunt the Magikarp? If you get that from the man from the Pokemon Center before Mount Moon. Yes, I could. I absolutely could. Do you think Gold Silver will release for Switch 2? No. No, I don't. Confidently, no, I don't think it will. Because they released it on the 3DS, even though that system is dead, that system is still in circulation and has the ability to connect to the Switch. So no, I really don't think they will. How you gain viewers talking about credit card debt and gotta sing about it in the way Peter Griffin did? Nah, I'm good. Credit card debt? I don't remember the song at all, but I know exactly what you're talking about. No, I think what they will do though is I think they'll release Gen 3 for the Switch. If they release a GameCube 2 or re-release it, would it sell? Oh, yes, it would. I think it would absolutely sell. I don't think that they ever will, just because they are not typically one to re-release consoles. But yes, what Cicada just said in chat, anything will sell. Truly, anything will sell. Whether it's, I want to get this because I didn't get it years ago, or whether it's because I got rid of this years ago because nostalgia, or God forbid, whether it's I just want to get into it. Yeah, it's gonna sell. The moment it has Nintendo backing, it's gonna sell. It's unfortunate because they can like put out absolute garbanzo beans and get away with it, but beyond that, Shiny Cat, God, I hope so. I would pay $200 for Crystal version on Switch 2. Now Squirtle Squad. Jake goes boom. How are you doing today? Now Squirtle Squad, hear me out on this. Peace and love, my friend. You're part of the problem. The reasoning, the fact that you just said that you're willing to pay $200 to get Crystal on the Switch 2 is the reason. Like that is a whole part of the problem. Like I hear you. I would, first of all, no, I would not pay $200 for Crystal on the Switch 2 when I A, already own it, B, own it virtually, and C, have a backup of it because I own the game. Nah, there's a very low likelihood I'll get it. Because I have $30,000 of credit card debt. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I would need to go back and listen to it again, though. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Just asking, another streamer is doing it. Doing what? Oh, the Mount Moon one. Yeah, no. I got you. Good talk. Who's the chest? What do you mean, who's the chest? Family Guy is better than The Simpsons. Hot take. That is a very hot take, because I think The Simpsons is better. I genuinely think overall The Simpsons is better, but I think that Family Guy is funnier for my generation and below. Ooh, 5 Vulpixes, but no shinies. Does that make sense? Dude asking for backshots from Nintendo. Sorry, I have money. Well, I don't. That's, first of all, that's so based. Second, yeah, like, it's just, I don't see the reasoning. Like, that's too much. Like, if they did it the same way that they did Fire Red Leaf Green, I think it would sell. I think people would get it. I haven't even gotten Fire Red Leaf Green on the Switch yet because I see no reason to, because I own both. I own both digitally as well, legally. Like, I ripped them myself. They are legally mine. Yeah, I don't see it. I want a Black 2 port for the Switch. You are living in cope, my friend. I hate to say it. You are living in straight copium. That is tough. That is TUFF tough. Black 2 is a good-ass game. I don't deny that it's a good-ass game. I'm just saying that it's not gonna happen. The swan song that they gave us to Unova was the Blueberry Academy, which I'm not happy about either. But I think that's genuinely the only Gen 5 content that we're gonna get for a little while. I think we could get something in a few more years, but I think it's gonna be a few more years. I think they're doing the exact same thing with Gen 6 with ZA. Now, God forbid, I'm gonna be so fucking honest, after Winds and Waves, if they decide to make a remake of Alola, I will be pissed. And I'm not saying that as somebody that doesn't like Alola overall. I'm saying that as somebody who's looking at Winds and Waves and then looking at Alola and realizing they're almost the exact same fucking game. Like, just saying, man. Just saying. I know that some people don't want to hear that, but boys, I gotta be the voice of reason here. Give me another Pokemon Pinball. That would be sick. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Maybe they'll do Pokemon Pinball port or remake. Did they already port it to the GBA? To the GBA on Switch? They might have. Greg, have you been seeing my Steam activity and that's why you said that? Chat, in case you don't know, which you probably don't. I've been playing a fuck ton of pinball off stream. I've been playing, God, what is it called? Hold on, any shinies this encounter? No. Pinball FX Classic. I've been playing so much of it off stream, specifically the Fishtails game. My fuck-ass brother said he was going to log into my laptop and search some not great things. So none of my family watches anime. Change to a 24-character reference from One Piece. That's a good idea. As long as you can remember what it is. I did see that, but bro, I love Pokemon Pinball and Yellow. I don't know what you're asking, Jake. I don't know what you're asking. It is a Gen 3 remake, and that's why I think it's entirely possible. Because I think they're gonna do Fire Red Leaf Green. I think they're going to do Ruby Sapphire Emerald. I think Pinball might be the thing that they plug in the middle. That sounds like it makes sense to me. Whether it's free released on the Game Boy library on Switch, or whether it's Kane, how you doing? Or whether it's a purchase. It's gonna come in some capacity, I think. So I know who the chest is. I thought you'd know. I feel like this is some elaborate gotcha. I feel like this is some fucking massively elaborate gotcha. But Kane, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, man? What would make me better is a shiny Vulpix that I can evolve into a shiny Ninetales, but we'll get there. But we'll get there. Swear I will go back to wait 20-ass years for a remake of Black 2. Now, I'm gonna be so honest. I wanna see it too. I wanna see the Black 2 White 2 remake. I keep hearing people say, who's the chest? I have no idea. I have no idea, Chief. I'm gonna be so for real. Also, boys, in case you have not heard, in case you don't check the posts on the YouTube community page, we're gonna be doing a platinum randomizer Nuzlocke at some point in the near future. Cookies, how you doing today? We're gonna do a randomized platinum Nuzlocke at some point in the very near future. I have a rough idea as to when, but we'll see how well that pans out. Share some gamer subs with me. I'm really thirsty. Well, use code Aelfgar at checkout. They just released something today. I don't remember what it was, but they always release stuff on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern. We will wait. Much better. Had one of the best meals I've had in a while. Well, what was it? Well, what was the meal? Share with the class. Did you bring any leftovers? Because damn, I could use some. I had leftover pizza before stream. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not sitting in my stomach too hot. My stomach's not feeling it too much. Be a man and pick your starter blindfolded just off noises. Now, here's the thing, Cicada, that you don't understand, is I can do that. I can do that and understand what's going to happen. So yeah, I sure fucking might. Because I know Pokemon cries that well. I truly know Pokemon cries that well. Stummy, listen, a grown-ass man can say stummy with no repercussions. What's up, Sam? Cold pizza is the best. I heated it up. I'm not a monster. Like, okay, yes, hot take, hot take. There's a time and place for cold pizza. And that time and place is 1:30 in the morning. Or first thing after waking up. Playboy Cardi made a song saying his stomach hurt. Well, did he make a song saying his asshole hurt? Because he should make a sequel. Because if your stomach's hurting, all I'm saying, if your stomach's hurting, your digestive tract is not doing wonders for you. I know Pokemon cries way too well. It's actually concerning. Same. Cold pizza, never. Old pizza heated up, yes. Boys, can I share a tip with you? Can I share some unsolicited advice for you? Invest in like the small sauce dishes. Fill it with a little bit of water. Put it in the microwave while you're heating it up. Best reheated pizza you will ever have. It's because whenever you heat it up, it boils the water, puts more steam in the microwave, and brings it into the dough. So you actually have like good stretchy dough. It's not like hard cardboard. Because like, don't get me wrong. Again, there's a time and place for slutty leftover pizza. However, if you take that extra second, get a little bit of water in a sauce dish, put it in the microwave, get it to the point where it boils, and put your you will never go back. Can I cook raw chicken in the microwave? Well, what is the microwave? There's gotta be a YouTuber named Microwave. Let me know if there is. Somebody do the research, because I'm too lazy. This is the kind of pro-life tip I came here for. No, like seriously, it was something that my brain, I don't remember, maybe I saw like short form about it at some point in my life, but I genuinely think my brain just put together, it's like, huh, well, if it's just going to like irradiate it and make it harder, what if we just put water in to put steam in the air while it could, like that surely, right? That will make, and it worked. And it worked. It's just a tweet someone made years ago? Probably. No, honestly, probably that's exactly what it is. There's a YouTuber named Microwave with 7K subs. What does he do? What does he do? I remember hearing it from a life hack video ages ago, probably. And I'm sure that that's what it was. And then my brain was like, actually, I put it together. Actually, I put it together. If it's not a microwave VTuber, he's failing. That's so true. No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. But I have a feeling. Recipes? No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be so honest. If he is not like microwave themed at all, his channel, I am gonna be disappointed. Fell is so right. I will be disappointed. Microwave excite water molecules in food, so it probably helps in heating pizza back up too. Well, yeah. Well, Well, yeah. What's up, Guillotine? How you doing today? Well, yeah. No, that's crazy, though. Recipes? Microwave? Come on, dog. Okay, now I gotta know. You've piqued my interest too much. Microwave. Said 7K? Michael! Michael! What are you doing? Michael, you haven't posted in 10 months. What are you doing? I'm checking your Instagram now. Michael, have you posted on Instagram? Michael, you've never posted on Instagram. What are we doing here? Have you been live on Twitch recently? No, you haven't. Michael! Man. Come on, Michael. Michael, launch VTube Studio right now! Yeah, can you imagine, though? That would be, like, it really is a softball. Yeah, he's too cool for school now. Chat, he outgrew us. He outgrew us. The entirety of the internet, he outgrew us. God forbid microwaves start VTubing with a microwave. That's such a smart idea, too. Fel, that is such a smart idea. As you sprinkle a little bit of water on the crust, don't put a whole cup in there. I put a whole cup in there because it also makes the cheese a lot more, like, gooey. No. I love this remix. I hate this specific song. Yeah, I guess he's just too cool for school now. He's too cool for the internet. Imagine he's just, like, actually a chef now, though. Actually, no, that's even less of an excuse. He should be capitalizing on his expertise being a chef to make more content. Chat, I cannot tell you how fucking content-pilled and brained I am right now. It's so bad. I have been, like, rapidly DMing people about a bajillion different things about content. Both people that are editing for me and people that I watch and people that watch me that also stream. Like, it's just been content conversations galore, and I love it. I love it so much. Finally convinced my friend to watch Devilman Crybaby after 3 years, and he's just upset that there's not more me when JoJo. Because I'm not going to read JoJo Lands until it's more complete. Or if there's a good halfway point, then I will. But God, reading part 7, reading part 8, so worth it. I hate reading. I need you to understand that. Chat, I despise reading so much. I read the first half of part 7 in 3 weeks. I read the second half of part 7 in 6 hours. I despise reading. So I think that really does speak to how good the story of part 7 is. But yeah, no, it really is the worst thing. Finding a new anime that has been, like, it's been mostly animated. It's been mostly animated, but it's not one of those ones where it's like, let me keep up with every season. It's not like it's Bleach. It's not like it's Dragon Ball, you know? Nothing that has, like, a bajillion things in its IP. I'm a magician, by the way. Then can you start casting some fucking spells for me, brother? I need this Vulpix, like, yesterday. Can you start casting some spells for me? Back from frantically pushing cards for like 30 minutes? Ooh. No, thank you. Berserk. I've never seen it. I've never seen it, nor have I ever read it. Hey, it's one of those it's one of those things. It's one of those anime. It's one of those manga. It's on my list. By the end of my life, I want to watch or read Berserk. But now is not that time. Think about how many months there are in a year. Huh? What's up, Ethan? How you doing today, buddy? All I've got usually is curses, but I'm trying my best. Okay, yep. Yeah, Felk, actually, could you? Would you mind? Would you be so kind? Would you be so kind? Locking in, trying my best. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is the number you're thinking of 12? No. You ever seen the video of an older man that does reviews on stuff, and after he finishes Berserk, he was full of tears? I haven't, but that's not surprising. I've been told the story of Berserk is really good. Tired like usual? Same, man. Same. Chat, are you crossing your breasts for me right now? You just missed a shiny Grovyle? Fuck! Can you imagine, though? Can you imagine the 0.00001% encounter for a, fuck, what's it called? Grovyle? Honestly, and that's the thing. There was a small part of me that wanted to change encounters on some routes, but then I was like, no, I want this to be Kanto at its core. Just some stuff has changed. The stuff that has changed is 99% the order that we play it through. Like, the story truly hasn't changed that much. It's just gonna be in a specific order. And you'll see what I mean by that. Notice how Lieutenant Surge was not at his post. He was not at the gym. He was not getting shredded like he should have been. Thank you. He was not at the gym. He's gonna be much later. We had to get to 6 badges. 6 badges? No, 5 badges. We have to get to 5 badges until we can take on Surge. He's gonna be the 6th gym leader rather than the 3rd. It's gonna suck. And that's all I'm gonna say, is it's gonna fucking suck. I'm back from watching the other hunt. This hunter is shiny hunting the buyable Magikarp. There was a part of me that wanted to do that hunt, and then I decided against it. And I'm kind of glad that I did. Mainly because there's going to be at least, actually, I'm not gonna tell you how many more, but there are a couple soft reset hunts. There are a couple soft reset hunts that I want to do, and I want to kind of pace those out as much as I can. I don't want them to be, oh, let's do all fucking soft reset encounters, and then let's do a bunch of random encounters. There's a small part of me that just wants to run around in here, but I realize how much more consistent Sweet Scent is. Mewtwo? Like, yeah, like that's one of the ones at the end of the game that we're going to... Yes, dude, there's a shiny Mewtwo in the opener. We're eventually gonna get there. Made stream today, let's go. What's up, Caleb? Ben King, how you doing today? Welcome on in, good to see you. Machop, hey Sam. Hey man, I'm gonna be so for real. No. I'm gonna be so real, man. No. I have shin splints. That is the worst. As somebody who also gets shin splints from doing like years and years and years and years of band, ain't it? That ain't it. Shin splints ain't it, man. I'm praying for a speedy recovery. I hope they start to go away soon. At least, you know what I mean. Larvitar? Larvitar would have been a cool one. Larvitar would have been a cool one to add into the game. And there's an... Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to say anything else on Larvitar. I'm good. I'll wait. I'm a delivery driver. Ooh. Yeah, Chief, I'm not even going to lie. That ain't it. I don't know what it is. That ain't it. Oh, chat, this is your time to stretch. Take a second. Stretch out. Relax. Yeah, I need these Pidgeys to relax, though. I think this is the distribution of rate. I think it's 2-to-1 Pidgey Meowth on Vulpix Sandshrew. I'll play Roblox. Not your type of thing. It's more kiddish. Love to see you play a game called Highway Surfers on hard mode and crash out. Hey man, I'm gonna be so for real. There's a very low likelihood of that ever happening. I won't even play DTI with my friends. So like, there's a very low likelihood of that happening. Really hope you snag the Vulpix, even though it's unlikely. Same, man. Mainly because I want the purple Ninetales. That ghost purple Ninetales looks so good. Like, so good. I work in an aquarium? You work in an aquarium? That's actually kind of... As somebody that loves the water, but would never want to go into, like, deep ocean, I love aquariums. Yeah, I'd also end up on a fucking list if I played Roblox. Bro, if there is any adult, honestly, even some of the adults that played DTI, it's like, this is kind of questionable. But you get what I mean. Like, no. No, I'm good. But yeah, Kayla, it's gonna do like fucking tricks on it. We gotta lock in though. You don't want to feel bonita? I already feel bonita every day. And by that, I mean, yeah, most days I like the way I look. Most days. There are some days where I'm like, I look gross and fat and ugly. So I'm just gonna go cry in the shower now. I would never actually do that. I would never actually do that. I saw a grown man Roblox streamer crying over his tung 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 sahur getting stolen on Roblox. Steal a brain rot. What? All I'm going to say is anybody that plays Roblox in that specific style on the vertical live feed, just doing that bullshit running up and down the course, I can't stand it. Just pre-record video. Oh my God, I can't even go into it. If I go into this, I will be on a rabbit hole for like 3 hours. The fucking, what's his name, dude? I think Charlie made a video on this recently. The dude that like scams by like baiting chat, pre-recording, it's on a loop. I think Charlie made a video on it. I don't remember, like this hit my desk way before that. But God, dear Lordy. I accidentally sent all the Pidgeys into a black hole. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. What's up, Jonah? Jonah, I need more info. Jonah, do you have any more tea for me? Do you have any more info on Madame who was fired for beans? Certainly not. Yeah, could never be me. Ever. Sitting down in the shower hits different. Hey, man, I'm gonna be so for real. I sit in the shower almost every shower. There's something about sitting on the ground and having the water hit your back that just hits different. I don't, sorry, fuck! Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. It's so interesting. Go through random lives, you find someone of the most brain-rotted content on all of the internet. And that is the exact reason. It might have been Jack's Films. Oh, I think you're right. I think it was Jack's Films. I think you're right. I don't watch Jack's Films, but I think it came on my feed and I was like, I know too much about this because I've experienced this. I had multiple crash outs about this with multiple people. It's so disgusting. And that is half of the reason that this series was created, because the vertical live feed can be so much more than that. And I want to show people that it can be so much more than that. It doesn't have to be the way that it is. When I can see color one day, if they invent the cure procedure, hold on. I'll have a much better opinion on myself. Hey man, that's very fair. Hey man, that's very fair. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this once, especially because I'm at the end of the encounter. Can you imagine if you just thought you were the wrong race this entire time? Like, can you imagine, dude? Like that, like, obviously not. Obviously not. But like, can you imagine though? What's up, Jake? I hate it when the fish market live streams pop out. Shit's so annoying. Isn't that a whole movie with Steve Martin from the 70s? Steve Martin was alive in the 70s. Ew, I don't want to think about that. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that's for like partial, Sam, and Caleb is full. He's old as hell, man. Don't say that. When Chuck Norris died this year, I was like, ah, shit. It's time to go. No, you know what you should get, Caleb? You should, rather than getting something that will fix your vision, get something that obscures your vision even more and get fucking Jordy's visor from Next Gen. And that's how you see color. That it's gotta be, dude. It's absolutely gotta be. Chuck Norris, the legendary wall kisser. I remember watching, Fel, what was it? What was it? I'm sure you were watching that stream. What was the movie? Journey of the West? Am I correct? Is that the movie that we watched with Chuck Norris Bruce Lee fight? Or am I just completely out of it? But yeah, that fight goes crazy. Fuck yeah, all I gotta do is wear sunglasses and I'm practically a blind person. Return of the Dragon? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. You might be right, Caleb. Anyway, we were watching that fight scene like the day that Chuck Norris died, and it's like, ah, shit. He actually like used to not be, well, he honestly kind of was a meme because Bruce Lee is just, it's just not fair. It's just not, like, Bruce Lee is a different breed. You're right, it is Return of the Dragon. Thank you for the education, because honestly, I didn't know. He's Bruce fucking Lee, like, be for real. Okay, the one thing I will say, Fel, I know that this has probably hit your shorts feed as well. You know that one clip of Bruce Lee when he's on an interview and like swipes the pencil out from under the spinning wheel of blades? That is crazy. I will give him that. That's insane. I'm sure that there has to be some kind of very technical trick to it, but like, that's insane, man. One of my favorite black and white movies. That was AI. Please, like, it has to be, right? Like, surely it has to be AI. There's no way that it wasn't, because that's not, like, that's inhuman that he's able to do that. I feel like I need to pull up the clip to show you, but also I'm too lazy, so L. We are cooking on encounters, though. But yeah, I would love to see if that actually is or is not AI. Because here's the thing, if it is AI, I feel like the actual grab of it is very well done. Because he always would have some kind of wind up before, with the exception of, because One Inch Punch was Bruce Lee, right? Not Jackie Chan, it was Bruce Lee. Donnie Yen is the current gen of Bruce Lee. Ooh, Cicada. Thanks for the member, my man. Appreciate you. Thanks for becoming a limit breaker. Some of those interviews are crazy as hell. I wonder how the hell they were allowed to do it in front of audience just in case. AI is accurate, actually getting scary now. It's so accurate. Oh, and like I've seen very, very accurate AI, but you're still, like, if you have the autism analytic brain like I do, you will be able to tell. Like, there will be tells that will be like, oh yeah, this is definitely AI. This is definitely not AI. But I feel like for a lot of people, they don't have that sense. Chino, what's up? How you doing today, my man? Yeah, it is like kind of scary accurate with how AI is these days. Like, chat, like for all you know, I could be one of the most advanced AI in existence, and none of this is real. And like literally none of this is real. BRB sounds good, Caleb, especially in the older, not the older generations. Yeah, you can tell it's progressing at a rate that it'll soon be hard to, it will soon be indistinguishable. I can't read, but yeah, Ben, you're so right. There will reach critical mass where it's unable to tell. That new VFX, I can't remember what it's called, the video engine that like renders things as hyper realistic. I don't like it. I want my video games to be video games. I don't want my video games to look like real life. Because that's too weird. And I really hope that that's the consensus between all of us. Because like I can see wanting it to be hyper realistic, but I want it to be realistic, not hyper realistic. Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what, Biggie? We already saw that the Pokemon City won't real. Wait, what? Wait, say that again. Say that again. What are you talking about? If there's some video about like a Pokemon City being real, I haven't seen it. The fridge isn't real. It's never been real. It's never been real. Ooh, as much as I love this song, that's a fat fucking no-no. Cannot listen to that shit whatsoever. Holy mama. And the next time that we can't listen to shit, it'll be Brick House by the Commodores. Great song, by the way. Fucking W song. Oh, the Pokemon City in the background. I got you now. Yeah, actually, it's totally real. I'm in Poketopia right now. I'm actually dating the receptionist. I'm dating the receptionist in Pokemon Battle Revolution, like I have been since I was fucking like 10 when the game came out. That's my forever wife right there. I'm telling your lady friend, don't you dare. Vouch that Starmie back there is my boyfriend. Honestly, I don't blame you. I would also want to get my face smashed in by somebody that looks like Broly. I want to get into an anime that you would recommend. There's multiple, for multiple different reasons. I think that the Dragon Ball franchise is very timeless. Obviously, I have a very huge bias towards JoJo. If Broly was a JoJo stand, no, literally. If Broly had a stand, right there. Right there, my man. But this relationship was built on lies. Me when I lie on the internet, live. What was I gonna say? Who was I responding to? I was responding to... I don't remember. Oh, anime. There's multiple for multiple different reasons. If you're looking for a good, like, feel-good slice of life, watch Ouran High School Host Club. I haven't watched it in years, but I remember it being fucking awesome. It was the first anime I ever watched and finished. Absolute W of an anime, honestly. If you want action, I will always recommend Dragon Ball. I'll always recommend JoJo. I'll always recommend Bleach. Like, they're all very good in their own right. If you like fight shonen anime, just fucking watch Dragon Ball already. Ouran 85% holds up. I also watched that when I think I was in like fucking middle school. So it was a lot more applicable at the time, you know? It's like, maybe it's okay to like be a little gay. Ouran is pretty good though. The twins are still some little shits. Yeah, they are. And I love both of them. They're great. The only one I've watched so far is Kakegurui on Netflix. I'm not familiar with that one. You sure might have. If you want something, yeah, any of the like big 3, big 4 shonen anime between Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, I feel like any of those are valid choices. I think you should start out on Promised Neverland, very good feel-good anime. Now, here's the thing. I'm more than sure that it is. I haven't seen it. And the reason being, Yu-Gi-Oh! I would never recommend the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime to anybody that is not super into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna be so real, man. It's iconic. I love it. I've realized a lot of the love that I have is nostalgia. I objectively watched Duel Monsters all the way through, top to bottom. There's some good arcs in there. There's some good duels in there. There's some not so good things in there. There's some just like, okay, we're doing 7 filler arcs in a row. GX and 5Ds were legit good though. Yes, I completely agree. They were. I would even argue that Arc 5 was good. I don't have anything to watch anime. Like you don't have like any streaming services to watch anime, there's ways to watch some anime for free. There's some on like YouTube free shit, and there's, I believe, a Crunchyroll free thing. I don't know. It's been a while. But yeah, no, I will I will always recommend those big shonen fight anime just because that's my thing. And that's the reason I haven't watched shit like Promised Neverland, is because I am a big fight anime guy. That's just what I like to watch. And I mean, can you blame me? Like it's all really fucking good too. There's the Cartoon Archives thing. Oh, is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool though. No, but if you're gonna watch Dragon Ball, as much as people will crucify me for saying this that are longtime Dragon Ball fans, watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's a lot more digestible. There's there's a lot better voice acting in my opinion. People will crucify me for it. I think that both have their own good moments. I think there's some good moments in Dragon Ball Z that are not good in Kai and vice versa. And that's right, you heard me. I think that there are not good moments in Dragon Ball Z that are just very boring and not well paced and kind of very poorly scored. I listen to them not dubbed though. That's fine. Promised Neverland, isn't it all what it sounds like? Your jaw will be dropped on the floor within the first episode or two. Everything is flipped. Here's my other thing. I don't start new shit. She dragging on my balls till I meow. What's up, pal? And SBK, welcome back. How you doing, Bubble King? So yeah, that's my overarching anime take is I'm a big shonen guy. I'm a big name guy. I don't watch a lot of these smaller, I don't keep up with seasons of anime, if that makes sense. I keep up with the seasons of shit that I like and stuff that I want to continue the story of, but I don't keep up with like modern anime. I think I watched the beginning of, oh fuck. What is that one anime called from like 2 years ago? The shit. The one that has like the Ruby and what's his name? The twins. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. And they're like idols and shit. I watched like the first 3 episodes of that and I was like, I think I'm good on modern anime. I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. Promised Neverland is finished. It's 2 seasons. How many episodes? Because I'll give that a consideration. That's my other big consideration. I want most of the anime that I watch to be finished, or at least mostly finished. JJK is overrated. I agree. As some, okay, I'm gonna drop a very hot take. I think Frierin's overrated. Hey man. And hey, maybe it's just not my thing, and it's okay for me to not like it. But yeah, I think that there are a lot of overrated anime at this point. One of them being, and I am so sorry to all my fans out there, My Hero is kind of really bad. Like, objectively looking back on it, I don't like the beginning pacing of the story. I don't like anything after season 3 is not intriguing to me whatsoever. Objectively, I think it's not good. I think it just really rode the hype that was the superhero Marvel MCU bullshit. And it really just rode that success to the point where it's like made me hate superheroes. Promised Neverland has 23 full episodes and 1 little recap. That might be doable. That I would consider that, but I'm also not like a big feel-good guy. Like when I'm watching anime, I'm watching it to watch fights, and that's about it. And good storylines. So I'll give it an honest consideration. My friend told me not to watch My Hero. I would echo that sentiment. I'm telling you, it's not feel good, but I thought you said it was feel good. So it is feel good, but it's not feel good. One Piece is the Simpsons of anime. They both have too many fucking episodes. I think that One Piece has earned its right to be at the place that it's at. Whether I will watch it or not is a different question. But I think that Oda has like put his fucking life into that anime and that manga, and I don't blame him. You'll be in despair and pain. Kind of like kids in horror fantasy setting. What's up, pal? I think it might be a little overhyped, but that's because it is generally one of the most popular anime in the world. Same with Dragon Ball, same with Naruto. So I think it's earned its right to be at the top. It's like it's watched, like people continue to watch it for a reason. Now, whether that reason is still the story or I think it is the story. I think the story is still very good right now. Or if it's just watching the animation. That's what, people that watch anime to not watch the story and just see good animation piss me off. It's so annoying. Was the one with Titans? Attack on Titan. Again, do not recommend. Highly do not recommend. As somebody that's watched almost the entirety of it and was told by multiple people to not watch the final season, like any of season 4 and beyond. I didn't, and I'm okay with that. I'll never trash talk One Piece, but I'll also never watch it. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I would like to watch it. I'd really like to watch it. What's up with it? It's pretty, like the first season, honestly, pretty damn solid. Second season, pretty good. Third season, starting to lose me, and that's why I didn't watch the fourth season. That and my friends telling me not to because it was a waste of time. That and apparently the ending, which I still don't know what it actually is, but I've heard it's literally one of the worst in anime. Not watching the final season is actually crazy. It didn't keep me interested. And I hate to say it because it's such a cool concept, but it lost my interest. Like, I think I watched the first 2 episodes of season 4, and I'm like, I think I'm good. The only thing that it introduces is that it introduces new characters without a great explanation, and that's where you lose me. And that is where you lose me. Like, there has to be a reason for characters to come into play in a story. So just having more character, like it, yeah, I don't know. If you ever actually take the time to comprehend everything, it's one of the best animes of all time. Only thing, wait, of what? Are you telling me that I'm having a comprehension issue with Attack on Titan? Brother, I don't think I'm having a comprehension issue with Attack on Titan. How do you get more subscribers? Well, AKA, you subscribing would definitely help that. That would definitely help that number. But honestly, I just talk on the internet. I just yap and I shiny hunt. And that's how I do it. But like Cicada, I don't think I'm having a comprehension issue. Like I've objectively looked at the story. I've looked at the story behind the story. I've looked at the lore. It's just not that interesting. Like it is on a surface level, but the reasoning around a lot of the plot points don't make sense to me. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Just yap on the internet. Yap and have a good time. That's the 2 biggest things that I can recommend. That and being consistent. Not your comparison being beat down. Huh? Yo, I've never considered the best part of anime, the Pokemon anime. No. It's one of those things like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, I like the real life side of it. I like the TCG side of it. I like the video game TCG side of it. The actual anime is not that good. I beat Elite Four and Fire Red? Hell yeah, Gingy. It's not interesting that the main character is molded literally everything that has happened. Yeah, because it just doesn't make sense to me, dog. Like, that aspect of it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it seems like a wild plot point that was thrown in to be a wild plot point. What was your first shiny? My first shiny was the Red Gyarados in Lake of Rage. But if we're asking about, like, my first shiny that's random, I think it was an Ekans in Soul Silver. I was a Butterfree? Hell yeah. But yeah, it's not that it's not that I hate Attack on Titan. It's just that the pacing is not good for what I want to watch, and it's not that interesting. You know anything about Ymir? Brother, the last time I watched or tried to keep up with Attack on Titan was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's never really come back on my table in any way, shape, or form, because it's not that interesting. I'm gonna be so for real. Ooh, I'm about to piss a lot of people off. Part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a far better story than the entirety of Attack on Titan by a mile. Crucify me. Crucify me. You can't, though, because I'm not wrong. Like, it's not even a comparison. It's genuinely not even a comparison. Oh God, I didn't mean to cause this debate. Oh, and look at that, chat has exploded. Look, chat exploded when I gave a controversial take. Surprise, surprise. Attack on mid, attack on bad, bro. Never watched JoJo's? I highly recommend it. Season 1 of Attack on Titan was pretty good. Yes, I agree. Season 1 of Attack on Titan was pretty good. And then you lose me, like, Season 2, first half, second half. It's all right. It's not mid, like slightly better than mid. Season 3, you start to lose me. It is quite literally Season 4 of The Boys. You start to lose me. Because I haven't watched JoJo or Attack on Titan. I will always recommend JoJo because I feel like it's pretty evergreen. I feel like the stories apply in... I don't even know how to say it, dude. It's just good. It's good writing. It's smart. That's what it is. It's smart writing. There is a actual explanation behind just about every single thing in JoJo that makes sense and is very interesting. Like using the fucking, what is it? The Brunelli principle, the Sale principle. Like just casually dropping that in a fucking manga, talking about scientific and physics and chemistry. Like it's so wild. And so intelligent. That's why I like it. Can't give me a real reason when you don't like it. Just being bad pacing when it's building up to finale. Hey man, I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I think you just described the problem with Attack on Titan. I think you just accurately described the problem with Attack on Titan. Bad pacing, building up to a finale, is not good. It's not good storytelling. Like, hey man, I gotta be for, you're being for real with me, I'm being for real with you. If you have bad pacing to a story that leads up to a nothing burger, it makes the entirety not good. What's up, David? Like, I think it's very hard. Now let's have another controversial topic conversation. Sword Art Online. First season, very good. Ending a little shaky at times. The entirety of season 1, pretty damn good. Season 2, incest plotline, you lost me. You actually lost me. Like that is the same comparison as to great foundation, great story. Let's take it in a completely different direction and fuck it over. I feel like it just got, it's unnecessarily complex with no explanation. And if I do get an explanation, everything is explained at the very end. That's not good storytelling. That's in fact quite poor storytelling. But hey, that's my take. You are more than welcome to disagree with it. That's my opinion. I'm more than welcome to disagree with your opinion, and that's okay. We can still coexist. but it's just not good storytelling, man. I just gotta be real. I'm not the best storyteller, but like what I have learned, what I have watched, like there's an overarching story to this entire thing that I'm letting you guys try and piece together on your own. It's a nothing burger. He saves the homeland and has been persecuted since the beginning of time, basically. The final season explains everything that you hate. You just reinforced my point. Hey man, I really hate to be that guy. You kind of just reinforced my point. I just subscribed after I found out how. Nice, thank you, dude. That should be season 1, no? The entire point of a first season is to set up the plot line for the rest of the, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like here's my thing. I feel like I'm talking in circles at this point, which makes me feel weaker in my argument, like, to it being not as good. What's up, Alicia? How you doing today? Well, yeah, and I really do hear you on this, Cicada. I don't want this to get misinterpreted. I do hear everything you're saying, and I agree with you on some points. However, the biggest thing for me in an anime is a good story. That, like, more than animation, more than specific parts of the anime, the overarching story for me is good storytelling. Hell yeah, that's awesome, AK. I will say though, it's generally kind of rude to like self-promo in other chats. Just no harm, no foul. Just trying to help a new content creator. What do you hope is the first shiny? Dude, it's gotta be Vulpix at this point. What else could it be? It's gotta be Vulpix at this point. And like Cicada, I really hear you on that point. I really hear you on the, he has no idea that he's doing everything around him thing. To me, that is very lazy storytelling. That is very lazy. Fell back me up here. Legally not allowed to be wrong 3 times in a row. It's gotta be. Exactly. The ending made me feel like the author didn't know how to end the series. Bingo. Working on Mankey right now after shiny Heracross in Fire Red. Nice, dude. That's awesome. No. Okay, let me read what Cicada said. I definitely understand what you're saying, though. It's hard to get into. I'm just personally attached to it. It was the first anime I watched. And how they ended in the manga. Hold on. That was how it ended in the manga, gang. Rewrite the manga question. Wait, what do you mean? What is a Pokemon that others might hate that you like? Mine is Rattata. I would say that mine is I'd say mine's Relicanth. Just not that they hate it, it's just people don't know about it. Hold on, that is a very good point that I want to talk on. It's like M. Night Shyamalan movies, yes. It's like, oh, what a twist, and it feels stupid. Psyduck, I love him. I'm back from my dinner break. Did I miss anything important? Nothing, besides me crashing out about anime, nothing really too much. To hate Attack on Titan show for the ending that is not canon to the manga. Hey man, I'm gonna be so real. Now we're starting to split hairs. Because right now we're talking about the anime. We're not talking about manga, we're talking about the anime. I didn't talk about, outside of I've read the story, I'm not talking about the JoJo's manga particularly. I'm talking about most of the anime, for at least for what's been animated. I feel like we're splitting hairs. I feel like we're splitting hairs. Because yes, the fact that there is a non-canon ending to the anime versus the manga, it's hard to say what is the source of truth because most people will take the anime. I don't agree. I think the source of truth comes from the original written content. But a lot of people will say that the manga is the law. Does that make sense? So if we're going based on that sentiment, not a good ending. How are you having the games all shown on your screen while you're live? Magic and cocaine. Don't do drugs, kids. But yeah, like it's really hard to say, because at that point, what I'm kind of hearing is you want me to either read the entirety of the manga or watch the anime up until a certain point and then switch to the manga for a better ending. Like, you know, it's hard to say. You said that it was canon? To hate Attack on Titan for the ending that is canon to the manga. Wait, what do you even mean by that? It sounded like you were saying that there were two different canons. Sorry, I must have misinterpreted that. That's my beef. I thought you were saying that there are two different endings. Because yes, in that case, that's stupid. But otherwise, I don't see the reason to bring that up, just because that was my assumption that they were the same. I agree with the guy who's saying the writer didn't know how to end it. Ooh. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Just trying the One Piece live action, have fun with it. It's not my thing, but have fun with it. Threw a mountain of pocket sand at Spiro accidentally. Good. Good, I'm glad you did. You mentioned who cheered? Sorry about that, boys. What? Oh, I know. I really want to. Come here. Caesar, come here. Stop rubbing your face on my green screen. Come here. Be on screen for the first time ever. No, come here. Come here. Damn you. Damn you, tiny orange cat. Come here. He's screaming. I know. I heard him. Come here. Too low. Right here. Come on. Right here. Caesar, come on. Right here. First appearance ever. Right here. Right now. Come here. First orange cat appearance on stream ever. For the 3 years we've had him. Come, Caesar, come here. Hey, come here. Are you going to just keep chat in suspense and me? Oh, did he leave? Okay, cool. Love you. Sorry about that. Just needed to talk to Lex about some dinner stuff. How old is he? Turning 4 this summer. He's turning 4 this summer. Aelfgar is a better man than Hassan. I don't feel like that bar is very high. I'm gonna be so real. I don't think that bar is very high. Yeah, I don't shock collar my pets. What's after this? Oh, we'll be good. We'll be good. Girls? What do you mean, how? Oh, you said piker and it translated to girls. That's crazy. Yes, that one. Yeah, I'm about to say, hey, homie, I think that bar's, like, on the floor. I have no idea who that is, Carlos. Girls? I mean, I like girls, but hey, man. Hey, man, same. Hey, man, same. That's very funny, though. The auto-translate thing is kind of wild. Boys, double tap your screen to like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Do all the good things. Do all the good things to help us get a shiny Pidgey today. The average streamer would have picked up their cat, W streamer. Now, here's the thing. I would love to, except I cannot pick up that cat in any way, shape, or form. He does not like being picked up at all. Is Sandshrew a version exclusive? Where is it found? It is a version exclusive. It's found in a few places, but it is a leaf green exclusive. God, it is starting to pick up heat in here a little bit. Majority of cats don't, but their owners refuse to accept that. Well, here's the thing. From a very young age, when we got Bruno, because we got Bruno at like 13 weeks, I was just his mom, his dad, his everything. I picked up that cat in every way, shape, or form so that I could pick him up for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean for the rest of my life, because there's no way that cat is dying before me. He's gonna live forever. But yeah, hey man, I'm right there alongside him. I refuse to take it too. He just loves me so much. What can I say? But yeah, Sandshrew is a version exclusive in the same way that Bellsprout is. Objectively looking back on it, so I always had Fire Red as a kid. I think Leaf Green's better. I think Leaf Green is better in a decent amount of ways. Like, the version exclusives, in my opinion, are a little bit better. My puss hates being picked up too. I'm never reading chat ever again. Isn't Vulpix exclusive too? Yes, Vulpix is exclusive. You have Growlithe in Fire Red. But the most important thing for me right now, because since I shiny hunt, is in the game corner in Fire Red, Porygon costs max coins. In this one, it costs 6,500, and it's the top. So it's easier to do stuff in the game corner. Hal, thank you for the sparkles. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, what the fuck is that? You put on a hair clip on his neck, it calms them down. Oh no, he is very much like, do not touch me in any way, shape, or form unless I come to you. There's no good way to touch that cat. Like, I will be walking next to him and he will just sprint away. I think it's a height thing. I think he doesn't like being like stood over. Oh, nice. That's very fair. Attack form Deoxys, that is the one thing I don't like. I don't like defense form Deoxys. He's got the orange cat syndrome. Chat, I'm not even gonna lie. 95% of orange cats are just fucking assholes. Send you some leftover jewels. I appreciate it. Thank you, Hal. Thank you. It's your favorite Kanto starter. Mine is... What? Speed form is supremacy? Yeah, but that requires me to hunt an emerald. And that's some broken RNG that I don't want to deal with. Especially to get the setup of like how you get to Deoxys. That ain't it. I don't know what it is, Chief, but that ain't it. Somehow able to get a cat that usually runs away from me to let me pet it and pick them up, that is fucking awesome. There's no better feeling than that. Reminds them of their mom picking them up. It works on my cat. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I don't think it worked on him. Jonah, what was that? Thank you for the 300 jewels for the girl power. Girl, G-U-R-L, girl. Girl? Can we get the Vulpix today? Can we just like drop the charade? Get the Vulpix today. The maintenance worker at my work today pulled up with a raccoon. That's kind of base though. I definitely have some raccoons around my house. There's a abandoned property next door, and I'm 95% sure that there are raccoons that live up there. 95% sure there are raccoons that live up there. Possums have babies nearby every year. In one of these years, I'm taming one. That does not surprise me in any way, shape, or form, Fel. My first friend was a black cat. His name was Fuzzball. Aw. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let's keep chat kind of vibe up. Vibe up. What's up, Steak Eggs? How you doing today, my man? How you doing today? Got a cat catnip for the first time. She went insane at 4 a.m. and started running laps around my room, up and down the headboard. It was insane. Welcome to cats. My cat has diabetes. I've definitely seen some big cats in my day. And two of them being my cats. We think that Caesar is so tiny because Bruno's just so fluffy. And then we realize that Bruno definitely has like some Maine Coon in his genes, and he is just a big cat. He's not even fat. He is obese, but he's not like a fat cat. He's just a very large cat. Are you evolving Vulpix? At some point, yeah. Whenever we get around to it, yeah. Well, I mean, we gotta get the Vulpix first, so let's get that one on lock first, and then we'll keep moving and see if we want to evolve. We will be. But like, that's the thing. He's not even chunky. He's just big. I'm trying to get a cat someday. You really should. I cannot recommend getting a cat enough. That I see that likes being pet sometimes on its back legs to stand more. Yeah, I definitely, Bruno will stand. Like, he'll like climb up something and hold on to it, but he'll stand. Especially there's like a little ledge right at the top of my stairs that is perfect for him to fit in. And he'll just wait there for me to like come out of my office and then hop up on me. I love my cat so much. If anything ever happens to that cat, I am lashing out against the world. Sent you my cousin's cat. Is it Tiger or Tigger? Whoa. Whoa. Much bigger and very orange. That's very fair. I have a studio apartment. Is that logically okay to have a cat still? Yes. Yes, absolutely it is. It is definitely important to make sure that, oh, thank you for the clarification, Owl. That makes so much more sense. No, but like it's definitely like small. Like I have a 800 square foot house, but it's also like 3 stories. I think you definitely could. Wait, you named your cat Puss? That's crazy. Wasn't there somebody who named their cat like Airbag in the Discord? I didn't see the reasoning behind that, but I saw the question asked for the reasoning behind that. I'm allergic to all furry and feathery animals. That sucks, my man. I'm sorry. To make sure you adopt the right cat, though. Yes, some cats are outdoor and will tear up your stuff. Bruno logically should have been an outdoor cat. However, I do not live in an area that is safe for outdoor cats. So he will forever be an indoor. Hello? Hello? Controller, what's going on here? What's going on here, buddy? What's going on here, bud? That was weird. It just like disconnected for like 15 seconds. That's weird. My cat goes knocking things over when it wants food. Bruno will scratch at things. That's really, I love him, but it's so annoying. Getting better with my allergies. Sorry, no, okay, you're good. It's no big deal. No worries. You know now. I will say, as somebody who has family members who are allergic to pets, it is a lot easier to not be allergic to pets when you are constantly around a specific one, if that makes sense. We have a catio, and these spoiled brats are laying out in the hallway, just looking out through it. Bro, one in chat, God, there's gonna be nobody. One in chat if you ever played the Game Boy game Cats, C-A-T-Z. Great game. Getting a cat veranda, my dream goal. But yeah, no, I would love a catio, Fel, but I also, unfortunately, my cats are so curious about outside, they would definitely love that shit. She was pussy, but had to be shortened to puss. Wow, I'm so surprised as to why. I'm allergic to some bullshit, but not cats. Mood. I used to have a cat named Tinkerbell. Adorable. Adorable. Getting better with my allergies. Oh, they love it once it's cold out as hell outside. That's, I want the door closed. I agree. Absolutely. And I think that there will come a point in my life where I have just either a cat room or a catio or something. Mainly because I fucking love my cats, and I will flip this world upside down for them. I love my cats. But yeah, the best way to, at least for me, it could be drastically different for other people. The best way to, well, not me, but like my family members. The best way to get over a pet allergy is to have a pet. My dad is allergic to cats, and we've had cats just about the entire time I've been alive. Her name is still Pussy. Oh my, you can't be asked to say the whole thing. Puss is better. Exposure therapy? Yeah, exposure therapy. And once you get used to like the dander and the pollens and like whatever it is that like cats put out, yes, because cats are plants. Whatever it is that like they have, whatever dust, whatever specks they put out in the air, the more that you're around them, the less likely that you'll have some kind of allergic reaction. Now there, you can still have your bad days, especially if you have a cat that sheds a lot. And I don't know about you boys, I don't know about my cat owners out there. I have two darling little boys that shed fucking everywhere. I think the only place I have seen some pets shed more is when I went to Goosey's. Because I will say, yeah, Ash definitely sheds a decent amount. Not even in like a bad way, just like, it's a white dog. They shed a lot. And their hairs are very pronounced. Healers are shedding monsters. I mean, apparently so are my cats, so. I have one long hair, I have one medium hair and one short hair. Got hermit crabs, taking good care of them. I'm taking good care of them. Beach stores don't take good care of them. Oh, I don't doubt that they take poor care of them. A male cat, my male cat is 23 and starting to rip his hair out with his teeth. Oh my God. What's up, Polly King? Jesus Christ. Cat have enough hair to make two of my dogs after a single car ride. I don't know how he isn't bald. That's the same thing with my medium hair, because like there will be times where Bruno doesn't come in here for like a week, and I will be like, I'll clean my room, he doesn't come in for a week, and I'll just be standing there going to clean my room again before he comes in, and there's just mountains of his hair, and I'm like, I don't know how this gets in here when he's not in here. It's drives me bonkers, dude. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Should I list the 10 plus of my allergies and my exposure therapy is my cat's neighbors? I mean, you don't have to, cause like, hey man, in the nicest way I can say it, we do not care. I'm usually around a few dogs and I like 10 cats. Why are you at a place that has 10 cats? That's too many. What's in the chest? 8-bit pea shoot. How you doing? That's a new one. There's somebody that came in here earlier asking about that, and I wonder if you could potentially be the same person. But no, I've literally never heard that before. The healer mix and one medium hair cat, vacuum and air purifier struggling. I can imagine. Oh my God, I can imagine. That sounds... Yeah. Yeah, no. It is just, I have like... I bought a new vacuum when we moved to this apartment because our old one was just so bad at picking up their hair, and that's what we really needed more than anything. Physical therapist for the Mavericks? That would be sick. That would be very cool. It's a loss of 30K a year, but when I get settled, I'll shoot up to double my current pay. Oh, you absolutely should take that, my man. How do you get into Pokemon? I learned Pokemon cards can fight each other, and my first card was a Chimchar I lost. There's a lot of ways that you can get into Pokemon. I was personally introduced to the video games at a very young age, so I've always just been around Pokemon. But if you want to get into it, I recommend playing like the games that I'm playing. I think that they're very simple and not too hand-holdy, because that's the one thing that I don't like about new games is they hold my hand in a 3-hour tutorial and then I have no interest in the game anymore. Had to look after the cats with ringworm and feline AIDS. That's awful. That is, ringworm alone is tough. It's more than 10 cats, Gar. I don't know how many cats there are though. There was, at one of my friend's house, like his neighbor had feral cats, and had like, what is it? Is it a nest? I can't remember what it's called. But it was like a literal nesting of feral cats that lived under his neighbor's house, to the point where they'd come out and remove them because there were just so many. Like I'm talking, this was over the course of years. There were probably like 50 to 60 cats out there. What's up, Mark Jones? How you doing today? Raw Cookie Dough, how you doing today? How you doing? How you doing? That's crazy. It really is crazy. Like, it's kind of wild that it got to that point. Recently volunteered at an animal shelter, currently fostering 5 cats. Nah, man, my limit's 2. Hey, AKA, I've asked you once already to not self-promo, please. Thank you. But you're all good, Raw Cookie Dough. Yeah, obviously haven't missed too much because we're still rocking no shiny this stream, unless I had gotten one insanely early, which I didn't. Which I did not, but we will get one today. What were they feeding? How were there so many of them? Years and years and years of not taking care of the problem. Am I already early? I don't want to work today. Mood, dude. I have a 3-day weekend though, and I'm so excited. I might stream a bit earlier on Monday, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still gonna be live on Monday, but I just might be live earlier because I have the time to do it. Yeah, that's good. All good, AKA. Go for it. Don't have a limit for cats, since I don't care how many cats I have because I like cats. Now, see, Ethan, I hear you, but that is the problem. When you get to the point where you have too many cats to take care of and like individually name, that's too many cats. Currently on summer break so I can do anything. I fucking wish, dude. I wish. Like Sword and Shield, tutorial only sucks because it was 4 fucking hours. Oh, I like Sword and Shield only because it wasn't 4 fucking hours in the tutorial. Yeah, ZA really kind of... ZA, Scarvi, like they both were quite hand-holdy, which I was not a fan of. Especially for an open world game, I don't want you to hold my hand. If it's a open world game, I don't need you holding my hand. Let me go explore. That's the entire point of an open world game. I work tomorrow too, but I got clean 80 fish tanks. 80. That sounds like hell. That sounds awful. You got ZA for your birthday last year and already 100% of it. Interesting. Can you hold my hand anyway? Now, Barf, I said I don't like it when video games hold my hand. Now, you on the other hand. Yeah, because you're on the other hand, because I can only stream with one. So you're on the other one. Really want to do my poison run? Do it. ZA's tutorial is like 50 million hours long. It's one of the reasons I don't like it. It's one of the reasons that I don't like modern Pokemon is because I don't need. And hey, maybe this is just old man syndrome. This is just me playing Pokemon for over 25 years. I don't need you to hold my hand. At least give me like an option to skip some of the tutorial. It doesn't have to be all of it. Just give me the option to skip some of it. I don't need the game explained to me for the 15th time. You know, like I understand how Pokemon works. I promise I do. Gotta do Nuzlocke Ultra Sun after I finish Crystal Randomizer. Ooh, speaking of randomizers, Randomized Platinum Nuzlocke coming very soon, boys. I hope you stick around. Should try playing with Fortress and Soul Silver. I've always wanted to do that, but at the same time, it's a hyper defensive Pokemon to the point where I don't think it can do much besides set up for stall, which isn't my play. Plat when? Soon. TM. My first Pokemon game was Sword. My first Pokemon game was Crystal. Because I am an old fuck. I didn't look at any of those encounters, by the way. I could have just run from a shiny. I need to lock in. I need to lock in. Not the TM. Yeah, TM, copyright, all that good shit. But yes, it will be coming very soon. I have a couple more things that I need to do, a couple more things that I need to get through before I can do that. Mine was Moon, valid. My first game was Silver, bought it when it came out. You are fucking ancient. You are actually fucking ancient, dude. I didn't see Sparkle in the last round. Oh, I didn't either. I'm just saying that I could have run from one because I wasn't paying attention. I played X first. That explains your massive love for Froakie, I think. Speaking of Froakie, boys, has anybody opened Chaos Rising? Anybody gotten lucky enough to get the new set? I certainly fucking haven't. I've given up trying to get cards. First game was Fire Red, but I played it for the first time a year ago. I'm very new. Well, welcome on in. Welcome on into the shit show that is this hobby. I remember I rented Blue from Blockbuster when it came out. I remember you telling me that, and it still baffles me that Blockbuster rented out games. And like, I knew that they did. I was alive during like that time where that was a thing. Bro, who remembers Gamefly? Who out here flying they game? Who remembers Gamefly? Skipping Chaos Rising after these prices, not gonna buy it in Korean for 50. I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Mine was Pokken. Oh, Pokemon Blue and then Silver, then Crystal. Personally, I am a massive Crystal stan. I love Pokemon Crystal. It was my first game, and I think it's one of the best games. But that's just me. I had it for a week. Do you realize how much time that was for an 8-year-old? I was able to beat Brock, and then I had to return it. That sucks. That sucks. I was also there when Netflix was all mail your movies. I remember that, too. Or you'd go to fucking Redbox. Sean Mo, how you doing today? Same here. Crystal is my all-time favorite. It's very, for me, I understand not for some people. For me, it's very timeless. I have a bad Pokemon take, but I hate nicknaming my Pokemon. That is not a bad take. That is not a bad take, and hear me out as to why. I almost, unless I'm shiny hunting or doing a playthrough like for stream, I never nickname my Pokemon. Because especially with the new ones, I want to remember what their names are. And the only way I'm gonna do that is if I don't nickname them. I mailed my Netflix movies, then burned myself a copy. It's based. Based. I think Crystal's up there for me too. It was my favorite back in the day, and then Suicune made it feel so special. It really did. Pokemon Violet and Legends Arceus, and I haven't even finished it. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. In my opinion, there is a critical mass that those games hit, and then they're not interesting anymore. And I think that critical mass hits pretty early. Can we like relax? Can we relax with the cutting, please? Thank you. Forgot the Paradox form of Cobalions. Iron Crown. The only reason I know that is because I have one. I was going through my cards. Because the only time I ever see it, it's on my Japanese Pokemon card. Exactly. Like the reason I don't nickname is so that I can remember the names. It's the exact reason. I'm about to have a tuna sandwich, so I'll be AFK. That's all good. That's all good. Go enjoy your tuna sandwich. Rented Pokemon Silver at Family Video. Holy shit, you are ancient. I loved it so much that I ended up buying the game off of them at a discounted price. That's fucking based. What's up, Joy Boy? That is... Damn, that sucks. By the way, boys, if I do miss your message, I am trying to keep up with y'all, but just post it again if I miss it. Just give it some time, though, because I'm trying to go through all of chat. My Charizard's status moved from research to grading. Barf, I can't wait to see what it comes back as. What are you thinking it's going to come back as? What's your anticipated thing that's going to come back as? Green screen water bottle? I have no idea what you could possibly be referring to. I'm anticipating a 7. Bro, I'm hoping you get an 8. Anticipating a 7, hope you get an 8. Honestly, I hope whenever I do submission, I just get some 10s. God, I just hope I get some 10s. I know I'm not gonna get all 10s, but God, I hope I get some. And there will be cards that I do submit that I know are not gonna be 10s, but it's better to grade them. And I am hoping for an 8. I am hoping for a, fuck. Well, obviously a 10. There was one particular card that I was thinking of. I'm hoping for a 10 on my Ghost Rare Red Eyes. And, well, I know I'm not gonna get a 10 on my Giratina, but I'm hoping for at least an 8. It's just got some back printing issues, and I'm like, that kind of sucks. First game was Sapphire? Hell yeah. My buddy traded me his $30 Tangela from Ascended Heroes for a $4 Naveen from Perfect Order. Hey, man. Hey, sometimes that trade is valid. If you want the card, dollar amount doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you want the card and he's willing to make a deal with you for another card, that's a deal. Whether he gets fucked over by it or not is his own fault. If he's the one that's not willing to do the research, or B, he just doesn't care, that's fine. I think it's unlikely to be less than a 7, though. When you sent it to me, it was in pretty damn good condition. My first Pokemon was a Snivy named Greg. I only started nicknaming my Pokemon like last year. Anytime before that, my Pokemon were never nicknamed at all. I only started doing it when I started streaming. And there is the Commodores, which means it's time to switch off this playlist. And it's time to switch to what? It's time to switch back to the entirety of this playlist. Get fucked, losers. Mine was Litten, based. Out of the 4 shinies you've gotten already... Oh, hold on. I think I missed a message in there. Shanmo. Out of the 4, which shinies have you already gotten in this playthrough? I've already gotten Pidgey. I've phased a couple of times on Spearow. So phasing on Pidgey last stream was not exactly ideal. So I'm really hoping I don't get another one. I have one pristine 10. I have one of the 9 pristine 10s of Neogen Totodiles I submitted. I am very jealous. That is, I would love, I take it, you said that's CGC. I would love to get a CGC pristine that I submit. I would absolutely adore that. Will it ever happen? No, absolutely not. That is fucking sick, though. The Neo Totodile is such a wildly obscure pull at this point. That's too many Pidgeys. I tell you, this is my Japanese Soul Silver, the file that I got a level 84 Relicanth. Damn! Damn! My bike broke, but like Misty's, the seat moved up. It's either missing a piece or it needs tightened. Well, I would honestly probably try and tighten it first. It's still an old cert as well. I hate the new ones, TBH. I don't think I've ever seen the old pristine 10. I like the pristine 10 and the way it looks now, but I do like the blue label a bit more than the current label. There's a certain Pokemon that just in my mind, hold on. Honestly, right now, there's a certain Pokemon that is just in my mind right now and also on my shirt, and it goes by the name of Lucario. Could you have said that in any more of a convoluted, confusing way? That you could not have possibly said that any more confusingly. It's a blue holder with the gold text and subgrades. Oh, that's hot. That's kind of hot. Sister told me I can watch FNAF movie 1 and 2. Not my thing. Not my thing, my man. Do you want me to just button mash? No! It's actually the exact opposite of what I want. That is the exact opposite of what I want. My first Pokemon game was Sapphire. It's a good game. It's a good ass fucking game. Any Gen 3 title is pretty damn good. I got shiny what? I hate button spammers and wall quarterers in Mortal Kombat. Bro, common Mortal Kombat L. Mortal Kombat this. Combat this. Shiny Meowth and Fire Red. Ooh, I'm kind of jelly. I do need that for my eventual living dex. What's my shiny encounter rate at? What's my shiny rate at? It was at 5,100 at the beginning of stream. $62,000 total encounters on this project. 5219. We're still way under odds though. You killed it, rip. I just noticed that so far, every encounter that I was looking at the screen for, there were 2 Meowth. Wait, what? You guys are like either I'm just not comprehending shit, or you guys are talking in the most convoluted way that I cannot understand. It's probably a bit of column A and a bit of column B. It's probably both. I'm gonna start my shiny living dex project out of my 1249 shinies. I feel like if I'm ever gonna do a shiny living dex, I have to have all of it recorded. I'm not reading chat, but I will say in chat's defense, you are a bit dyslexic. Then how did I read that perfectly, Barf? Then how did I read that perfectly? I think once we get to convoluted and confusing wording, that's where my dyslexia kicks in. I think that's the problem. Is the moment that there's something that's not grammatically correct, my brain's like, wait, what the fuck? Because you read it twice, eat my ass, Barf. And you meant red, and now I'm pissed. Because now I look even more a fool. My brain zones out whenever I read a book, so you're just not reading. Your first Pokemon was Mudkip. Chat, what was your first Pokemon? What was the first Pokemon you ever caught? I said shiny at 2100. Well, guess what, Fel? We still got 90 encounters to get there. Zigzagoon, probably. Hold on a second. All right, anyway. A centret named Wiggly. Like that. I like that one. Whatever the first thing I ran into in Emerald, that's very fair. Fel, I didn't know you actually like kind of knew Pokemon Ball. Because there are a lot of people that are adjacent to me that will come into stream, especially from Glory community, from Goosey's community, from Webby's community, that like just don't know Pokemon Ball and are just here to vibe, which I'm okay with. But it's surprising to me when any of them actually know Pokemon Ball. Fella, I was just talking about how I'm surprised that you know Pokemon Ball. I know very little. Okay. Okay. Me when I'm John Mulaney. Damn, dude, how old was I when I was, I think 2 years old when Gold and Silver came out. And Crystal was placed in my hand at the age of 3. I think the first Pokemon I ever caught was a Pikachu, and my first Pokemon totally isn't my PFP. That tracks. Me when I'm okay. Okay. I know Pokemon very well. I'm 30 for goodness sake. It's been integrated in me my whole life. That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's exactly what I'm saying. It has been a part of my life since the age of 3, and I am now 28. So I've literally been playing Pokemon for a quarter of a century. 2.5 decades, a quarter of a century. I've been playing this fucking franchise. Why pick between Pokemon and Pikmin when you could choose both? Yeah, what Pokemon looks like a Pikmin? Me when I go okay. Okay. That I will say, that bit does kind of live rent-free in my head. Excuse me. I'm gonna finish quoting this after because I'm gonna get a shiny right now. Excuse me. I am homeless. I am gay, I have AIDS, and I'm new in town. Great bit, fantastic bit. And I'm new in town. I need to rewatch those specials. Cause like, I don't like new John as much as I like 2016 to 2019 John. Hey man, maybe that's just his lack of cocaine talking, but good for him. I've been playing Pokemon since I could form memories. Same. I think, chat, do you have a first memory that you remember like relatively clearly? Because I can tell you mine. I was 3. I woke up from a nap, I came downstairs and played with my Thomas set. That's my first memory. What about you, boys? Do you have any specific one? 4 Vulpixes is nice. 1 shiny would be even nicer, though. I remember why 5 Pokemon of my original X team, Greninja, Charizard, Lucario, Pikachu with Light Ball, and Xerneas, but I can't remember the 6th. I borderline cannot remember, like, any of my teams. I borderline cannot remember like any of my teams from my childhood outside of maybe what starter I picked and my like platinum team, because I'm gonna be so for real. Everybody had the same platinum team. Everybody. I'll catch you later, Sean. Parents' wedding when I was 4. I still remember it to this day like a clear picture, including minor details. That's cool. That's really cool. Mew and Pokemon Snap and Hey You Pikachu not working. That's so valid. Very specifically, remember swing laps in one of those little rectangle inflatable pools, sunburning the hell out of myself, and sleeping for like 16 hours in specific cow pajamas. Wild, truly. Sounds good, Polyking. You have the main 4, Staraptor, Starter, Luxray, Roserade. I think that the team for me was, well, the shiny that's about to appear right here, right now. I think the team for me was Infernape, Luxray, Staraptor, Gastrodon, Lucario, and... Fuck, what was the last one? What was the last one? What was one that you said? A McDonald's Sprite, the juice of the gods? Oh god, that's so good. Thank you. The nectar of the gods, a McDonald's Sprite. I remember watching Sky TV. Jesus Christ. When I was 6, watching Cartoon Network and Dragon Ball Z and GT on Sunday. Bro, give me back Toonami. Give me back peak Toonami. Please, I beg. Take me back. The first caught was a Wurmple. Based. Hold on. My first memory was wearing my aunt's white heels, running down the hallway doing a fashion show. Hey, that is a very specific memory. Very big W. Strut your stuff, my man. Would love to watch some more X-Play. Bro, I would love to watch literally any of old Toonami. Think I evolved into Beautifly? Based. I was like 3. I mean, hey man, who didn't strut around in some kind of relative's heels at the age of 3? Just saying. Fel, your blessing is getting a bit weary. You said shiny for 2100. You got 2 chances left. Fel, come on. Was this ugly blue crystal candy dish that we kept out of the half wall? Wait, hold on. My first memory is this ugly blue crystal candy dish thing that we kept out on the half wall next to our front door in our first... Oh, I understand what you mean. I was like, what the fuck do you mean half wall? I understand now. That's the thing that was tripping me up. No, I got you. Damn, that is very specific. Come on, Etsy Witch. See, I tried to assist with some of my magical power and it didn't quite work. Did not quite land that well. Did not quite land. But you know what is gonna land? Right on 2100. Shiny right here, right now. Shiny Vulpix, middle right. You ready? Right here. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. That would have been so insane though, right? Like that would have been so crazy though. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I know, Fel, how dare you? But it's okay, because you actually meant 1 for victory. It's actually 2106. 1 for victory. Ah, but it would have been so cool. Okay, you just gotta call out your shot every now and then, because one of these times, chat, one of these times, it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick one of these days. But unfortunately, today was not that day. But it's okay, because we got this. Because we got this like right here, right now, right? I'm going back to this one song because it's a banger. Vulpix, I can't believe you did this to me. Yeah, Vulpix, how dare you make a liar out of Fel? Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever make Fel lie to me? To my face, even. I know people are gonna fucking hate this remix by the end, but hey, I'm not even gonna lie. It's an earworm for me right now. I can't help myself but play this song all the time.
Lay in the wax and spin in the sound.
2130. I don't want to see Pidgeys on my screen anymore. I don't think I want to see any normal flying birds on my screen anymore. I think we've hit critical mass. I think I'm good. I think I don't need to see them anymore. Remembers the grind for Gardevoir? It was terrible. It was awful. So terrible. Like a big butt, big butt, big butt. Me when I'm a big butt. Do you remember cookie pens? No. Dory, what is that? Also, hi Dory, how you doing today? What is that? I'll DM, please do, because I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Doing good? I'm glad. I'm really glad that you are. We need to either meet up in the middle, I come there, you come here, like whatever it is. We need to do something soon. We got to do something soon. Also, question for you. I haven't checked in with her in a sec, but that's just because I've been busy. Have you heard anything from Jenna lately? Is she like, I know she got into an accident and was like on bed rest, but I have not heard anything since. And I'm like, she like fucking die or some shit? Like what's going on here? Nara, I should reach out though. I think I'm gonna do the same thing after stream. I did snap her the other day. Okay. Okay, so she's like alive. Okay. Because I was like, damn, she kind of just like disappeared. I hope she's doing okay. Ooh, come on. I saw 3 Vulpix. I got excited. You know what? Slap this bad boy on for a second. Show me that purple-bodied Vulpix. That's what we want to see. Got my cookie pens the fuck. Hold on. I need to get a shiny real quick. No. No, I did not. All right, what am I looking at? Discord. Yes, I do remember these things. Holy shit, those things were fucking wacky for no reason. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I stole so many from my classmates and lost them. You are such a dick. That is such a massive dick move. I would hate it. Yeah, borrowed. I would hate it when people would borrow my fucking pens and pencils and then immediately lose them. To the point where I just stopped giving people pens and pencils. They're like, hey, do you have like a pen or a pencil? I'm like, nope, sorry. Mobby, fresh out. Fresh out, my man. Fresh out, my man. There was one kid in particular, I won't say his name, but he really was like, he never, ever had a pencil. He like started hitting me up like, I think it was like sophomore year, because we had like a class together. And I was like, no, sorry man, don't have a pencil. He's like, I literally just saw you pull one out of your bag. I was like, yep, I only carry one pencil. That's all I need is one pencil. I only carry the one. Yeah, lose, they lost them. Definitely didn't see them using them in other classes and then just never gave them back to me. One pencil core. Like, I feel like a lot of people had to be one pencil core because otherwise they just turned into the person that a bunch of people would walk on to get a pencil. I feel like you gotta be assertive with your pencil defense. You gotta be assertive. Average shiny rate is at 5237. I mean, hey, shiny odds aren't bad. In this playthrough, shiny odds aren't too bad. I had spares, I just said no. See, here's the thing though. I hated lying Sorry, I hated giving out my pencils so much that I would just like lie about having them. Because, you know, that's what every fucking middle schooler does. You just lie about everything. I had 2 pencils at most of the time. Oh no, I'd carry like at least 10. Mainly because I lost pencils very fast too. So I would carry like a handful. And by a handful, I mean like 3 handfuls. What does your shiny fails counter mean? I don't know if I explained it or missed it. Shiny fails means I found a shiny, but I failed to capture it in some capacity. So I failed a shiny Spearow because I whirlwinded it away because I already had 2. And I was like, I'm good. I can get rid of this shiny. I don't even need it. So I whirlwinded it away. So it counted as a fail. But yeah, that's what that means specifically. Cap? What do you mean? What do you mean cap? Check the clip. Go back, check the clip. What's up, Greg? Check my clips. Actually, they're called magazines. You fucking moron. Have you ever noticed it was shiny in time and accidentally run from one? No, but I have reset over 2 shinies at the same time. I think it was a duplicate because of RNG, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. No, I reset over 2 shiny Tricos, like 3 summers ago. It was awful and I hated myself for so long. And then I got it the next day. Don't you ging ging? Yeah, I do goo goo ging gong. But yeah, no, I definitely have. I don't think I've ever explicitly run from one that I didn't notice to my memory, but I definitely did fail one by resetting over it. And that sucked. Because I reset over 2 without realizing it. That sucked. Don't think there's a chance for me to stick to stream for the rest of the night. All good, Caleb, all good. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, gamer. Appreciate you. But yes, I do Googa Ging Gong. I don't want, chat, I need to go out of town this weekend and I don't want to do it. I don't want to go look at another wedding venue. Like, I know I need to so I can like set a date and shit, but like, I don't want to look at another venue. It's so tedious. I remember running away from Shiny Flabebe and Durant because I didn't know what the shinies looked like at the time. That is probably the most tough thing. It's 1 a.m. here and I work at 7, but I can't put the stream down. Brother, it's okay. It's called a VOD. I promise it'll still be there. I keep all my VODs up for that specific reason, so that people can watch them if they can't catch it. What's up, Tori? That's the exact reason as to why. Break time W. You don't have a wedding planner? Oh, fuck no. No, we do not have a wedding planner. We're not gonna get one either. Like, we have a pretty good idea of how our wedding is gonna go down. We just need to find a venue. We are in agreement on pretty much everything. So pissed at a coworker. Carts look worse than it started. That is so annoying. That is so fucking beyond annoying. I'm sorry, Tori. I really do hate it when you try and make something work, you try and make something look good, and someone just makes it all fucked up and worse. That's why I could never work retail again, ever. Laziest fuck on the team. Isn't that about how it always goes? I think I noticed the color change at the time, but I didn't even notice it was shiny. Ooh, and Durant was full odds. That is even tougher. If I ever get married, I want to go on holiday and get married with no family and friends there. That is so fair. That is so beyond fair. And like, I know a lot of people who have done that just because whether it's bad family relation, whether it's they don't want the all the stress of a big wedding, go for it, dude. Absolutely. I believe that's what they call eloping. Yes, that is what eloping is. But Barf, I didn't want to mansplain eloping. I'm gonna be like, actually, that's what eloping is. Anyway. At this point, I think I want to hit him with a 2x4. Yeah, I mean, hey, that is... Obviously don't, but that is so valid. I had a lot of dumb coworkers when I was working retail that just wouldn't... better to elope than have a shotgun. That is so true. I could never imagine having a fucking shotgun wedding. Absolutely not. Elope and spend the money on the honeymoon trip. If that's how you want to do it, that's how you do it. If you don't want people around, that is how you do it. Spend the money on the honeymoon. Or, God forbid, save the money, go on a small honeymoon and put a down payment on a fucking house. You know what I mean? God, I can't wait to house hunt, but I still got some time before I'm doing that. Honeymoon somewhere slightly niche, in a slightly niche area for cheaper. Or like, go to Cancun. I fucking love Cancun. I went to Cancun for my friend's wedding, and it was by far one of the best and least problematic weddings I've ever been to, but also it was gorgeous. Also, we were at a resort that had no kids, and that was fucking awesome. It made me realize how much I fucking hate children on vacations. I almost did. A friend went in February for a few years. Oh, went every February for a few years. It's gorgeous. I will always recommend it. Especially Cancun. I just went to, it was great. Figured out why, what a shiny was in the next game when I played through Ultra and I found Absol and vaguely remembered questioning it. Why is it red? It was also full odds. I wish I had more luck like that. That is tough. Oh, like, I'm gonna have kids, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying when it comes to being an adult, vacationing at a resort, and having there be a bajillion children around is not the vibe. You know what I mean? It's just like, honestly, going to a water park ain't it. Any shiny since the Pidgey the other day? Well, we did get a second Pidgey last stream. Half of them aren't being watched at all. That's another thing. Parents that don't like parent their children to be functional human beings piss me the fuck off. Like they just let them get away with being rude and generally like I understand kids are gonna be annoying, but like whenever kids are like actual little shits and their parents are just standing there on their phones, I want to walk up and slap the shit out of them. That would have been an insane shiny clip. They don't socialize properly to play with without supervision. Yeah, if they had like other kids to play with under a decent amount of like adult supervision so people aren't getting hurt, then yeah. We've got a lot of that in my apartment complex. I can't stand it, man. I'm just so real. I cannot stand it. Just mainly because like I grew up parented, for a lack of better words, and I had a lot of people around me who grew up parented. And then I grew into an adult and I watched bad parents not parent their children, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? What is going on right now? What are we doing here? At some point, I'd rather put a down payment on a house. Yep. All of my neighbor kids are like that. No awareness of cars either. Let them get hit, bro. I'm gonna be so real. Let natural selection take its course. Breed out the stupid. That also would have been an insane shiny clip. Like, hey man, I'm gonna be so fucking honest. When parents don't teach their children stuff like that, like stuff to keep themselves safe, that is where I draw the line. And I'm like, all right, man, let's not. Let's do anything else. Back from eating my meatball sub from Planet Sub. I've never heard of Planet Sub, but that sounds amazing. And they all have like 4 kids. They can lose one. It's fine. Hey, 3 is the ideal number of kids anyway. For most people, 2 to 3 is the ideal number of children. Every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. Right there. That man right there. Get that man a medal. I have such a good relationship with my parents because they bothered to explain stuff and parent me. I actually don't understand how some people are allowed to have kids. Ben King, I'm kind of the exact same way, where it baffles me when parents don't, okay, it baffles me when parents don't interact with their children. That's what's weird to me. That's what's weird to me. Gentle parenting isn't being a yes man. In fact, gentle parenting is being a no man. What's happened to the value of the dollar? Children have become a luxury good. And I don't know how people can afford them. You know, like, especially when you get to the realm of having 5 children. That's what I don't get. Shiny right here, right now. Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. Why would you make a liar out of me, game? If I ever have a kid, they will never be an iPad kid. I talked about this, I think, last stream. My children are not going to have access to the internet until such time that school requires them to. And even then, it'll be supervised until like at least the age of 16. I'll be nice. I would say until like at least 14 with less supervision. Yeah, no, I will never have an iPad kid because iPad kids, parents that have iPad kids tell me that they don't know how to parent. And that's fine. Like, if you got to work your own shit out, that's fine. But like, don't make your child reliant on the internet to be parented. The internet is not there to be a parent to children whose parents don't parent. Anyway. And Tori, sometimes that's not necessarily an option, which is fair and very valid. But it's when they have multiple kids that I'm like, what are you doing here? I always give my kid $10 to $15 for the day. I still haven't given my kid a phone and he's 11. And a curfew is when the street lights come on. Bro, curfew when the street light comes on is the universal unifier of good parents. My son had a Game Boy and an old Windows 7 laptop I had. And that's what I'm saying. That's all they need. They don't need open internet access. They don't need open access to YouTube. That's why YouTube Kids exists. My coworker's terrible with that, bro. His kid is so naughty, and he's already at 3 years old, and that's what I can't do. Parents who don't care, and parents whose first kid is a perfect angel who does no wrong and turns out to be a little bastard. Yep. That's me. That's me. How'd you just describe me so accurately, Fel? You miss curfew in my house, you're gonna get grounded and lose privileges. Okay. We're gonna take a pause before I do this reset, because this one is a bit more out there. And by out there, I just mean a bit more serious. Kids these days who I have met that argue with their parents that losing their privileges is not fair, I look at them and I laugh. Because I'm like, first of all, you're a fucking child and you don't understand this. Second of all, yeah, that's what happens, dude. Let me put it like this. Outside of the very obvious ones, children don't have rights. Crucify me. Children don't have rights until such time that they can maybe think as a 16-year-old. And you get, like, the moment you turn 18, if you're under my roof still, but the moment you turn 18, I'm hands off. You are an adult. You can make whatever fucked up, stupid decisions you want. True, and people hate it. It just drives me crazy, Fel. It drives me insane. Just like this shiny right here is gonna drive me insane that it's not shiny. Like honestly, hey man. Like, hey man. I was an only child, but I definitely did wrong, and so did I. And so did I. If I'm responsible for when you fuck up, I'm in charge. Exactly. Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. And I know that there are some explanations that are just dumb and stupid and malicious, but I just don't get it. They get basic human rights, but not adult rights to vote. Well, not even that. Like, they get anti-labor laws. They get being fed, being clothed, being housed. Those are 4 fundamental things that all children should have. Outside of that, if you're going to fucking backsass me because you don't like my decision and you're going to, okay, here's the crazy one. Here's the crazy one that I'll like wait and encounter on. There was a kid that I knew growing up who, once he got much, much older, I'm talking like probably 13, 14, 15 age range, he called the police on his parents for disagreeing with him and the quote unquote verbally abusing him because he was late. He went out past curfew and he had his privileges taken. That I don't get. And if and this may be problematic to say, if my kids ever do that shit, I'm gonna beat their asses red. Like I need you to understand, you do not have rights as a child when it comes to what I am responsible for you. Like, if that is your take, that I am trying to parent you too harshly, that you're going to call the police, buddy boy, I have some bad news for you. A child is getting a weekend job when they turn 16, and they can keep all their money. If they want to live with me past 18, they have to start to contribute. Based and valid and fair. Based and valid and fair. But yeah, until such time that you are able to like truly support yourself, that is the point I will start treating you like an adult. Because that's what my parents did to me. Did it piss me off that they treated me like a child when I was like 22, 23? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? But I was not a fully formed adult at that point. I was not a fully formed adult until I'm probably still not a fully formed adult. But I would say the closest I'd ever been started like last year. That's when I started to actually become an adult. And it took me a long time to get there. My kid's getting a job by 16 to learn responsibility, pay their own insurance, pay their own gas, and anything left is their own money. I won't make them pay insurance. That's something that I'll take care of just simply because it's going to be like a policy thing. It's A, going to be a lot cheaper for everybody, and B, they don't need, I'll insure the car. The car will most likely be in my name in some capacity. But yes, if they work a job and they have money left over from outside of paying for their own gas, because that's also something I had to do, yeah, okay, don't care. But yeah, it's very frustrating. Dude, that one kid that called the police on his parents, the next time I saw him, I gave him a glare. I gave him a decent glare. Pissed me off so much. Like, and here's the thing, he had great parents. Were they a little strict? Absolutely. But he had a very loving home and great parents. So I'm like, dude, just because you don't like what your parents say does not entitle you to call the police on them in any way, shape, or form. Calling the police on your parents is crazy. There was also one, I think a short that I saw about it like years ago, about a kid, like similar situation, called the police on his parents for, it was for physical abuse for spanking him. And he was 11 or 12. And he called the police for his parents physically abusing him. And I'm like, hey man, I'm not even gonna lie. That's not abuse, that's punishment. It is, like, simply, it is. If you don't like it, change your behavior. I've also been working since I was 12. Now, that seems to break some child labor laws, but pay for my own gas. My first job was $5 an hour at the golf course. Oh, take me back to those days when $5 an hour actually could get you something. Come on, just wanted to read that. Raising my daughter for 7 years, I literally spent 10 grand just on nappies, baby wipes, and formula, never mind the years after it. Exactly. It is not cheap to have a kid. So the people that do it 5 times over and then just put an iPad in front of their kids while they sit on the couch and smoke weed, yeah, I don't get how you're allowed to have kids. Crucify me. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What's up, Sam? Uh-oh, Sam's faded. Faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe. I didn't get a job until I was 20 as a KFC cashier. I feel like I didn't contribute anything from the ages of 16 to 20. Welcome to most 16 to 20-year-olds. I don't know if I prefer iPad or unattended outside. Both suck. I prefer unattended outside. Like, go, like, as long as you're in a safe area, go explore. I don't give a shit. I grew up in a relatively safe area for that to happen, where I could go as long as I came home before the street light turned on. Everything was fine. Everything was kosher. Everything, like, we were all good. Working in the pub at 13 pulling pints, that's insane. My first car was a 1993 Ford Pro. It was red and I got it for 500 bucks. Put a $1,900 stereo system in it. I thought it was cool back then. Brother, I had underlights on my fucking 2002 Ford Focus. That was forest green. Hey man, we all made those stupid decisions, am I right? I remember wiring them through my fucking engine block. That was not fun. Because I was like, well, if it gets hot enough, these could probably just melt at like any time, right? Can you pour a good pint of beer? No. No, I cannot. I also don't drink that much, so. I was more of a stay inside and play video games all night kind of kid. I was a mix of both. Within the first 3 days of moving there were tires squealing in the road where a van had to slam on their brakes to not hit a 2 to 4 year old. We live along an old highway, no sidewalks, and that fell is where that sentiment goes out the window. The moment it's not safe for kids outside, yes, obviously have them indoors. Not necessarily iPad kids, and that's my biggest thing. I'm never gonna put something with open access to the internet in a search, chat, watch capacity. I'll give them a Switch and I'll let them do like Pokemon online trade shit. I don't care about that. As long as there's no chat function, as long as there's no video function. They're out on their bikes right now. It makes me so anxious. I'm just waiting for the tires at any time now. Oh fell. I'm sure it will be fine. Like genuinely, yes, that is definitely an anxiety that I have. Just because I also live along a relatively busy street, but it's also like, it's half neighborhood, half through street. And it's definitely more through street than neighborhood in the part of the area that I'm in. I didn't know what the internet was until I was 14, and I wish I didn't until I was 14. I wouldn't have seen half the shit that I saw in fucking Live Leak. Would have been great. My child might get some internet access, but I will never be allowed them on Roblox. Neither will I. I think Roblox will be dead by the time my children get around to it. Because that's going to be at least probably 10 years from now. I bought my first car and then installed the disco ball lights on the inside with a Samsung soundbar. Damn, that's crazy. That is wild. When I first started going to the library, I forgot about going to the library to access the internet. Bro, damn, I'm old. Damn, I am old as hell. Here's a story for y'all. My mother teaches kids, and one of the kids requires more attention. The kid who does the most evil shit and still gets away with it because their parents don't fucking parent. And here's the thing. Here's my thing with sending kids to public school with those kinds of parents. They think that the school is just gonna take care of their kids as a daycare. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. It's tough that people cannot figure that out. Modern generation of parents just don't parent. And that is, watching that is exactly why I am going to closely parent my kids. I'll give them freedom. I'll give them flexibility. But yeah, no, it's like, I'm gonna run a pretty tight ship because I understand. Hey. For all of my gamers who went through this trauma and have this trauma, I'm the adult. I am the smart one here. You are not making fucking decisions. Especially because at the end of the day, if anything happens to you, the police are knocking down my door. Yes, Belle, that's such a good way to put it. I want them to have flexibility, but I want them to have structure. That's another thing, is having kids when you're way too young. Like, I understand the people that want to get a family up and running very quickly. Like from the moment they get married at fucking 18, I get it. I really do. I really do. Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. Exactly. Who remembers MySpace? Nobody. Nobody. Having kids when you don't even know how to change a diaper is concerning. I don't think that's a race for concern. That's something very easy to learn. It's just the willingness to learn it that is the problem. Because I don't know if you guys know this, for all my people that are older than me, more towards the millennial rather than the Gen Z, and for all my like younger Gen Z, more towards Gen Alpha. Yeah, it's not hard. It's really not hard to parent your children. But my generation specifically is so fucking lazy. And I understand why our parents said it when I was a kid, because our generation is very fucking lazy. Hell, to the point where, brother, I'm fucking lazy, and I can acknowledge that. Starting a family early due to the fear of being an old parent blows my mind. I would much rather be a parent. So let's say when my kids graduate high school, I want to be in my mid 40s. Mid to late 40s is when I want my kids to be in high school. My partner's mom having them when she was 14. There was a girl that I went to high school with who had a kid when she was 13. It was like actually crazy. You want to know what's even more crazy than that? So she had her kid at like the end of middle school. So whenever we graduated high school, her daughter was 5. I've been out of high school for 10 years. Her daughter is in high school now. That's what blows my mind about young parents. I cannot imagine having a kid in high school right now. Are you insane? I want the experience of being a parent, but not the commitment, so I'm just gonna not. And that's what we call a fun uncle. Hate that? I know, right? Like, I cannot even fathom having a kid, let alone one in high school at the age of 28. I can't even fathom that. Mom, can you help me with my homework? No, honey, do mine. Yeah, no, basically. Are you going to have a surfer on the team? Eventually, yes. Eventually, yes, but we gotta get there first. We gotta get our vote picks first, because it's gonna appear right here, right now. Ah, but it would have been cool, wouldn't it? Hell yeah, my nephew came over a few weeks ago and watched me fly my drone and talked to me about Call of Duty skins. That's exactly what I am. Exactly, dude. Like, you like, being the fun uncle is more fun. To be fair, my mom had me at 19. She was literally the most down-to-earth person I've ever met. And that's so fair. I think that there are people that can do it. It's just that there are a lot of people who can't. You going to get Shiny Lapras? Watch the opener, my man. Watch the opener, you tell me. We'll get there, though. Best way of phrasing it is, I love my future children enough not to have them. Kids overstimulate the fuck out of me. Overall, I don't enjoy them. Nothing personal, little guys. Like, yeah, it's genuinely nothing personal. It's just like, there is a decent amount of responsibility that comes with being a parent, and a lot of people my age really don't feel like they're responsible enough to do that. And that's kind of fair. That's kind of like really fair. Life takes, Carlos, don't need to know that. No ages in chat, please. No ages in chat, please. Thank you. Anyway, I could be responsible enough if life were affordable. That is another massively good point, Barf. If life were more affordable for me, who is trying to like live in general, let alone take care of another human being that cannot do anything for themselves. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can be, you can have less money and still have children. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, like, having a child is very expensive and people need to take that into account whenever they're having children. Also, the modern generation has no work ethic. Brother, my generation has no work ethic. My generation has no work ethic, mainly because we were all taught that everybody wins. And for a while, I didn't understand why the generation, like my parents' generation would be like that. I didn't understand why they were like, well, they're like, everybody wins, everybody's handheld. I never got it until I was probably 25. And I was like, oh yeah, no, they're all fucking lazy. Every single last one of them. That's a disgusting screen in front of me. How much longer are you streaming for? I'm not sure. I'll probably go to 2700 and call it a night. The work-life balance of modern life has shifted so much towards having children is a massive financial risk now. And that is why so many people that I know just don't want kids. And I honestly, I cannot blame them in any capacity. The third Pidgey is Among Us? No. No. Not people will apply for a job and say, I can't take this. I'm going to the Canary Islands for vacation. That makes no sense to me. Hard times create strong people create good times create weak people create hard times. It really is a massively vicious cycle that people still don't like look at and realize is a terrible cycle, you know? Work actually gives me enough reason to get up. I'd lose my mind if I was just in my house all day. Hey man, as somebody that works from home, same. There is a part of me that is driven crazy because I work at home all the time. So like, don't get me wrong. But yeah, like when it comes to kids, I can't imagine having one, especially right now as a 28-year-old. Even having, like, I have multiple friends who, they either just got pregnant, they just had kids within like the past year. I know so many of my friends that are like that, and I'm just like, granted, they have their lives together, so they are willing to put in the effort to have children. Like, hey, you know what? You got there. You got there. You're financially responsible. You have savings. Like, you are ready to have a kid. And while that shouldn't be the qualifier for everyone, it should be a consideration for everyone. The boomers were the weak people that created hard times, and the Gen X was the ones that made it. I don't know what they made it. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I don't know if they made it better or worse. I was about to say, they're sort of in the middle. I think that millennials were raised in good times, which is what made them weak, but their parents weren't raised in, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. Gen X is like in the middle. Millennials are, hey man, I'm gonna be so honest. Millennials are a different fucking breed. As somebody that is like very near the cutoff for both millennial and Gen Z, I used to like lean much more towards millennial than Gen Z. I lean way more towards Gen Z than millennial now. Just because there are so many cringe millennials that I know. This is hard times creating strong people, and the generation of my children, I think, are going to be very strong and very intelligent as long as parents of my generation are not lazy like the millennials generation of parents are. And if you're a parent and you're a millennial, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying overall, in the US, Millennial parents are way too easy on their kids and are like, oh, well, I need to, hey, there was a very, very good short that I saw recently. And it basically went something like this, something along the lines of, never, ever, like when your kid falls, your first instinct is to go help them. They're your kid, they are your blood, or they are your adopted blood, like whatever you want to call it. If your kid falls and scrapes their knee, let them do it. If they see you react to it being that, well, nope, laugh, well, absolutely you should laugh. But if they see it, you freaking out as to them scuffing their knee, that's going to implant the memory in their brain that scuffing my knee is bad and it will always hurt and it will always suck. Whereas if they don't do it, you'll probably learn that on your own. Yeah, exactly. They copy, children mimic what you do. And that's something that people always fail to remember and always fail to realize. The 6 Pidgey miracle? No. Someone was born in 2004. What gen is that? That's Gen Z. But yeah, like, I think that Gen Alpha is going to be, and again, no offense to anybody, it's going to be a very weak generation. And I know that every generation says that about the generation below them, but I'm gonna be so fucking honest. I know a lot of people that are still in academia that teach, and holy shit, this generation's kids are fucking stupid. Like here's my thing about Gen Alpha specifically. They have no concept of problem solving skills. None whatsoever. They are never challenged. I even think younger Zoomers can see it. Yeah. They crack the fuck up. They'd be like, wow, you almost hit your head so hard you bounced. Like when they crash the bike. Exactly. Yeah, it's also the fact that Ben is they just don't give a fuck, like at all. Which is definitely a major contributor, a major factor in that equation. However, they just have no critical thinking skills because everything has A, been laid out for them, or B, is available to be laid out for them by technology. They have no concept or no capacity for problem solving on their own. They have no clue about the problem because technology, yes, they solved it because they were raised by technology. It's because they're growing up in an era where they can take a picture of their homework and have a computer do it for them. And that is the exact reason as to why I think we will not go to space in my lifetime. Like, we will not be able to leave the planet in my lifetime. Vulpix walking, it's on its way. What's up, you Mick? How you doing today, my man? Hey, ChatGPT, how do I be an adult? Yeah, no, basically, that is basically Gen Alpha in a nutshell. Their mom's literally an iPad. Yeah, no, like you're not wrong. It's disappointing. I don't know how we got onto this topic for so long that we've been on it, but like, hey, it's definitely a conversation, and it's a conversation I borderline feel pretty heavily about, just because like whenever I am an adult and I am like settled into my, like I've settled down adult, I would love to work with like Boy Scout troop, be a swimming judge, like stuff like that. I would love to be able to interact and work with kids like that. However, I'm gonna be tough. I'm not going to hold their hand. And at some point, I really hope that those children will look back and be like, maybe he was tough on me for a reason. We might be going into surgery to have surgery done by someone who used ChatGPT to pass their medical exam. Yep. Yes, Ben, stern. Firm or stern? It's like, like whatever you want to call it. You can be a stern or firm parent and not be an asshole. There is a way. It's definitely a fine line to ride for most people, just because of the interpretation of how it's taken by other people. Jesus, that scares me, right? Right? I was born in 1870. What generation am I? Dead. DED dead. Children drain the fuck out of me. It's just a choice that requires a lot of thought. It really is. And unfortunately, many people don't have that much forethought. Be your kid's parent, not their best friend, is some of the best advice I can give to any parent. Now, I am not a parent, but I have many people in my life whose parents were their best friends and never had parenting. Do not be your child's best friend. Be their parent. They will come to appreciate a relationship with you at some point in their lives, most likely. But yeah, don't be their friend, be their parent. You can still care about them in a capacity like that. There's a way to do that and not come across as, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Parents that are like besties with their kids freak me out. They're all so weird. Mainly because most of them are LDS. And anybody that knows, knows. And I am not wrong in any way. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Every LDS parent I have ever fucking met is best friends with their kid. Every single one. If I had kids, I would have to tell them, no, you cannot Kamehameha or go Super Saiyan. Save them the disappointment. LDS, Church of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. Every LDS parent I have ever met is like best friends with their kids. And having your kids be like relatively in touch with their feelings can be completely separate from you being their best friend. What is it if I hate them? I hate crime. I hate all this Gen BS. Just think it's dumb describing different ages for all kinds of people. Makes sense more if you just mention age bracket. Generally, the best way to think about it is it's every 10 years starting in the middle of a decade. So it's like 90, that's the best way I've learned how to do it, is it's like 95-ish. It's a little bit more than that, but you get the idea. Yeah, and there are currently now Gen Beta kids, which is like, ew, I hate that. I went round to one friend's house and their dad offered you a joint at 14 and it's normal. That's not okay. That's not okay. Like, as somebody that supports that choice for whoever wants to make it, that's not okay. Like, if both your parents are chill with it and you are of a responsible age and a responsible state of mind, yeah, okay, I can see it. I can see parents being chill with it. That's fine. It's not my place to judge that. However, if they're not any of the all those things that I just said, if they're not that, probably shouldn't be doing that, man. Especially if like one set of parents doesn't agree, which most likely they won't. Most likely they will not agree. All right, boys, let's do the last reset of the night, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I will be live again on Monday. Not sure what time yet. Probably going to be a little bit earlier in the day. Probably going to lean more towards like the 3:30 time frame, but I think I'm still gonna go until when I normally go to. Let's do our last reset of the night. Thank you for a fun conversation, boys. Let me like read some of these up before I do my last one. I was born in 91. You are, I believe you're a millennial. I hope you get the shiny cat and name it Shat. The fact that it was my first time around this friend's house and it was so casual offered to me, it was weird. That is very weird. How old are you? I'm 156 years old. You are the oldest person ever. I just think somebody should be at least 18 before they want to try anything mind altering. You could even argue 21. As somebody who is well past the age of 21 now, yeah, I think that it should be 21. I think, unfortunately, most kids are just too stupid to make those kinds of decisions, right? Like, in a positive state of mind. So, yeah. All right, boys. Let's get out of here. I had a great time. That was a great conversation. I'm really glad that we got to have that conversation because I do feel very strongly about that point. I will see you next on Monday, most likely 3:30 Eastern, but just check the live, and I will, like I always, post my lives just so you guys know when I'm gonna start. It might be a little bit earlier. It's usually on time, if not earlier. But I had a great time. I really hope you did too. I will see you next time on stream. It was a great time. Have a great night, boys. Have a great weekend, boys. I'll see you on Monday for a long stream. Good night. Bye-bye.